Hello, my gorgeous group ones. Welcome to your reading. If you chose thumbnail image 1 or however you found yourself here, welcome. Thank you for joining me here today. Okay, so Taurus wants to be a part of the reading. Hello, Taurus. That came right out. So today's reading is inspired by Love Island. Let me stop. So I've been watching up. I wanted to say watching and catching up at the same time. I've been watching Love Island, and I finally caught up right before the finale, so I was able to vote for the final couple, whatever, yada yada. So this is reading inspired by Nick and Alondria. Okay, so basically the whole season he has been admiring her from afar, and they finally got their chance to be together more towards the end of the season, and he has multiple times called himself Alondria's secret admirer. Okay, so we are going to get into who is your secret admirer, okay, because we all have them out there. Let's see who it is. For you guys, for my group ones, who is your secret admirer? So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do first. I guess we could do the dice, right? We have Taurus wanting to come out, you know, when I was talking. So here we have Mars. We have Mercury. So a very talkative and action-based person. So this person will back up their words, okay? This person can be very colorful. They can have blue eyes. They could have a big nose. Sorry. Because I'm looking at the computer right now, and there's like a toucan on the screen, and the toucan has like beautiful, vibrant blue eyes. And of course, a big beak if you see a toucan. Okay, so this person can have a big nose and blue eyes. Okay, just putting that out there. Because I looked up and saw it as I was speaking about these two right here. So this person's going to walk the walk and talk the talk. Mars is based on action and drive, okay? And strategy as well. So this person could be strategically trying to, you know, reach out to you or ask you out, something like that, or just plotting on the low, right? Because action as well as thought and communication is what these two dice represent. They're so far, you can't even see them. I'm so sorry. Then we also have Scorpio. So this person could be a Scorpio, okay? And I do believe Scorpios are equal parts fire, which is action, and equal parts introspection. Okay, so they're like the ambiverts, I feel like, but more so introverted. So this person could be very introverted, but Scorpios are also the fire signs of the water signs. So someone who's like very spicy, hot, intense. Okay, so this could be intense emotions or intense attraction, because Scorpio rules over all that stuff. Okay, very much 8th house vibes coming through here for you guys, for your person. And this is giving 69 if you can see it. Okay, but it's also giving Cancer. So this person could be a Cancer. With all these energies coming through, this could be someone you know in the biblical sense of the word, okay? Someone you've been with this way before, or someone who's thinking heavily about that with you. We have 3rd house communication coming through again. Someone who's in your whole community, someone who is not giving social media for me. It's giving someone who lives in your city, right? Okay, and I'm hearing In My City by, I forget their name. In my city, it feels like home, and something right here with you is where I belong. Okay, In My City by, I can't remember the name of the group. And then here we have 1st house. Okay, so someone has a very strong personality. Okay, so if this is someone you know. Okay, they're very dynamic with the 1st house coming through and the Mars energy coming through as well. I'm trying to figure out, what is New West? There it is. Thank you, Spirit. I was just about to look it up. They're like, no, we got you. I'm trying to save some time in this reading. So we have New West In My City coming through. So it's definitely someone who you have at least been around before. You've been in their proximity. You guys have dated before. You've talked before. You've had conversations, interactions, whatever you want to call it, okay? And someone who wants to be very intentional about being with you, okay, or choosing you is what I just heard, right? Someone you could have 69 with, y'all. What a slip nose. Because we have all that coming through. So I'm going to use this deck here to get more about who this person could be. We're already getting spicy. And I'm not mad at it. There could have been a break in the connection, because whenever I shuffle a deck and it like breaks off like that, it definitely gives like an interruption. So this could have been going good, or there's like a break right now. An interruption in the connection. And as I'm shuffling the deck, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So someone who wants a new beginning with you, or someone who you at least went on one date with, someone who you have, there's a foundation laid. You lay the foundation with this person already, I feel like. You know they're interested, they know you're interested, that kind of thing. And here we have freaking Six of Cups. Yeah, so someone from your past potentially, but I'm not really getting someone you may have a long drawn out history with. It's like still giving new vibes. It could be someone older as well. Take what resonates, and your connection is still very light. It's not like heavy. There's no heaviness that comes with being with someone for so long and having things not work out. Like, I don't feel any of that heaviness. I'm feeling like a light air, like a flirty energy, a banter, you know, some tension, will they, won't they kind of vibes coming through here. Okay, so who is this person that is secretly admiring my group ones, please, Spirit? Who is this person that is admiring? I wanted to say from afar. So someone who's admiring you from afar, who is secretly admiring my group ones from afar, please. These are way too many cards. We're not doing all that. Who is secretly admiring my group ones from afar? Who is this person? To give them more context on who this person could be, please, Spirit. Who is this person that is admiring? We got a card. We got a taker. We have the Lovers. Wow, yeah. This could definitely be someone who you've had some interactions with before. Spicy or not, innocent or not. This person sees you as like kind of like a forever. This is Gemini energy, okay? So someone that could be the complete opposite to you, right? I'm hearing this could also be a same-sex connection. I'm going to try to cover that a little bit so you're not seeing the nudity, right? Someone who's very attracted to you, for sure. Here we have the Chariot. This is giving the Mars vibes, okay? And then we also have the Four of Cups in reverse, with someone who definitely wants to make a move and come out of this wallowing, not really sure what to do, apathetic nature. They want to come out of that. We have this card here, and this is the Knight of Wands. Yeah, someone who wants to rush towards you. The Knight of Wands and the Chariot card coming out. This is definitely someone who is making moves, okay? They're going to make moves towards you for sure. And then we have the Ace of Swords. Yes. So, okay. This could be someone you're in the talking stage with, but this wouldn't be giving a secret admirer. Like, this has to be juicier than just someone you know and someone you know who's in your immediate proximity who hasn't really said anything but wants to say something. This could be someone you talk to on a daily basis with the Ace of Swords coming through here. The Knight of Wands could be someone who's younger than you, but Knights also represent somebody your same age. So this could be someone who's like your age, like maybe 1 or 2 years younger or older than you, right? Not much. It's not giving like a decade or so or more. That would be like, if they're coming as a king, they would be that much older than you. A knight is someone who's in your age bracket, okay? So if you're 24, this person's 25 or 26 or 23 or 22, right? That's the kind of vibe coming through. I'm not that far off, okay? And what I love about the Lovers card, and I don't want to pick it up too much so the nudity is not that apparent, is the guy is looking at the girl, but she's looking up at the angel. So she's not aware that he's admiring her. So that's why it is kind of giving secret admirer. So this person's watching you, but you may not be aware that they're watching you. So it's kind of giving me someone who is like really quiet. Whenever you come around, they're perked up, their eyes are on you. And it's kind of giving what was coming through in Love Island as well. Because there's chemistry there, there's tension, but no one is acting on it. Because the thing about the whole Nick and Alondra situation is in this season, in the first episode, they showed interest in each other. So Alondra chose Nick to kiss. They kiss, and then when the season went on or progressed, he was caught up in love triangle. Like, all the girls were coming on the show trying to talk to him, so they didn't really have a chance to build that romantic connection. What they did build was a friendship. So they would always talk. He would always look for her. She would take care of him. He would take care of her. And they built a very good best friend kind of connection in the villa. Just to get towards the end, and they both get eliminated off the show. And production is like, you guys can either come back as a couple or you guys can both go home. You just go your separate ways. And they decided to come back as a couple and test their romantic connections. But the thing about it was the people they were so romantically linked with were still in the house. So it made it hard for them to fully give all their attention to each other until those people kind of went home. And that's when they were able to focus on their connection, right? So it's like someone who's in your immediate surroundings, exactly, but hasn't said anything. Okay? You talk to them. There's conversation here. There could be like even... you confide in this person, they give you advice, you talk to them, okay? But the feelings haven't been expressed. You feel like a banter, you feel a connection to them with the Lovers card coming through here, but nothing has happened or no one has said anything. is essentially what's coming through, which is probably why the Knight of Wands wanted to come out in reverse. So someone who like wants to, has like the wand in his hand. Look at that. We know what wands mean in the tarot. This person has like their wand at the ready to talk to you, very attracted to you, right? They're drawn to you. You're kind of magnetic. It's like you guys are in this push and pull energy, right? And this Knight of Wands is like, okay, I like this person. I want to talk to them. I want to, you know, back them over the head with my wand and drag them over like I'm a caveman. But they haven't done it yet. But this is someone who's in your immediate surroundings. Same city. You've had conversations, passing conversations. But you guys haven't like solidified anything. You haven't kissed. You haven't done any of that, okay? If you guys have, this is someone from your past who kind of, things went a little, not cold, I'm hearing cold case, cold trail. So you were following each other, or you could be following each other on social media as well. Like you guys were following each other, someone was following you, tailing you, and the trail kind of went cold, right? And they didn't feel the need to even chase or pursue things any further anymore, you know? But I'm hearing hot in pursuit, because we have the Chariot card and the Nine of Wands coming through. So someone who is definitely chasing you down, or like all in your energy. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Eight of Swords, which is the energy of being in a victim mentality, not sure, you can't see the way forward, you're not really sure what to do or where to go yet, or how things would even be possible, how this connection is going to get off the ground. Something like that could also be coming through for your person. Who is their secret admirer, please, Spirit, my group? Look at that. There could be something here about you guys not seeing eye to eye, or every time you try to come together, something keeps you apart. It could be spirit keeping you apart. My group ones, please, Spirit, their secret admirer. Who is the secret admirer? Who is the secret admirer? I just keep hearing right here with you is where I belong. In my city. So I decided to look up the song In My City by New West, and I love how the name of the album is based on a true story. That's a cute album name. But the song starts off as new streets, new clothes, new schemes, new floats, but it don't hit the same. New year, new me, heard that before, but I still feel the same. Right about now, I'm really missing you. Right about now, I'm really missing you. In my city, I feel at home. In my city, it's beautiful. Right here with you is where I belong, okay? So that's the words that are coming through for In My City. This could definitely be someone who you had a connection with in the past, and you were in the same city. They ended up moving to another city. They could be moving back to your city now, and now it's kind of like, okay, now when I'm in my city, I feel at home with this person, or I feel at home with them in general. Who is this person? Look, we have this Seven of Cups. You could have known this person or met this person on a night out, because we have this ballroom scene coming through here, and it's kind of giving night out, and they were attracted to you, you were attracted to them, and there was like drinking involved, you know. But here we have the Eight of Cups. So this is definitely someone you could have walked away from, right? Okay. It's kind of coming out in reverse. So someone who wants, I'm hearing spin the block or double back, you know, someone who wants to come back around. We also have the Strength card coming out in reverse, and just to show it to you properly, it's definitely giving like formal event maybe. I don't know what that could mean, a formal event. You guys were introduced formally. So you didn't know each other beforehand. You kind of met each other at this event, and you guys were talking, right? This deck is so pretty. I can't even lie. It used to annoy me, but now I kind of like it. Wow, look, we have the Chariot coming through again. Exactly. This could have been some travel going on. The Chariot does represent travel. Could have been on a plane, a train, you know, a bus, a car. It could have been something like that. An Uber, even. You know, because Uber has Uber share. And then we have the Seven of Cups. Who's admiring you secretly? So Eight of Cups, whether it's in reverse or not, is definitely an energy of walking away or wanting to double back, spin the block, which I mentioned already. Then we have Strength cards, so we have Leo energy coming through, and then also with the Chariot card, we have Cancer, which is funny because we have Cancer coming up here, so we have Cancer coming through multiple times, okay? Definitely someone who wants to come back around or try things again, but it's kind of like why when I saw this card, I was like kind of chuckling to myself, because he's blocking the path. Like, this person wants to go away. Walking away is what the Eight of Cups means. But this big, scary tiger is like, you ain't going nowhere. And then we have Strength card. Strength usually means overcoming something really difficult, or fighting a beast, or one-upping the beast, or taming the beast, right? So it's kind of like this beast here that would usually show up in the Strength card is showing up in this Eight of Cups card, and it's not allowing you to leave, right? Or it's like waking a sleeping tiger is kind of scary. So instead you choose to stay. Like, there's something here about this card coming through, because Eight of Cups is about walking away from something. The road should be clear in order for this person to walk through, but the tiger is sitting there sleeping, and no one can move or cross a sleeping tiger because they have really good instincts. So as soon as you're ready to leave, this person's gonna hop up, or this animal will hop up and be like, where are you going? And now you're in a fight with them with the Strength card. So this person is sleeping right now, not moving or not doing anything in this connection, but they're still blocking you from moving on or doing anything else. It could be something coming through as well, right? They're still mad if you talk to someone else. They're trying to, 𝐓𝐶𝐭𝐫𝐄𝐬 or 𝐓𝐶K block you. Sorry, I meant to say. They don't want you with anybody else, but they don't want you, or they can't have you right now either, right? That could be something coming through. But the Chariot card is definitely travel, movement, getting things off the ground, making a decision as well, choosing something and going after it wholeheartedly is also a Chariot card energy, okay? And Chariot card being ruled by Cancer, which is kind of like 4th house energy. This person can have ties to your family as well. They could know you through family, or family is important. Family could be playing a part in this disconnection or separation or something like that, okay? Or this person could be your family. They could be your husband or wife, and that's just them coming through and saying, hi, I'm secretly admiring you, right? Not a big vibe, but could be coming through for some people here. But the 7 of Cups is definitely giving you're the only person that they see. In a room full of strangers, a room full of people, you were the person that they saw and wanted to know more about, right? This person could have options, but they chose you, or they have options. They still want to choose you at the end of the day, okay? Let's get some more cards from this deck and see what is coming through. 3rd house does represent social media as well, so you could know this person. Like I mentioned before, you follow each other on social media. That could be another confirmation for you. Here we have health. This person could be prioritizing their health right now, or you are. Health issues could arise. That could be something that did arise in this connection, okay? That could be how you know who this person is. They could have health issues. Bruh, if these cards don't stop acting up, stop messing up my cute little spread. What's wrong with you? In my city, I feel at home. Who's my group 1 secret admirer? You have a guardian. A lost loved one watches over you. And in this instance, I'm taking this card as meaning someone who you may have lost, right? So someone you met, you loved, and you lost. You know, if that makes any sense to you. Like, a lost loved one is someone who like passed on, or you're experiencing some kind of grief. A lost loved one can mean more than like a family member or something, right? Here we have fire sign coming through. So fire sign is thinking about you. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then here we have pregnancy. Someone's expecting. So definitely expect some kind of communication from this person, whoever this person may be. Because they're really sweating you. They're really feeling you, right? But they could be focusing on health right now. And it's funny how we also have pregnancy coming through. If there's a pregnancy of some kind, like, health would be important for this person, right? This person could be pregnant, or I'm hearing pregnant with opportunity, like pregnant with opportunity, or there's like a pregnant pause is what I'm hearing. And that's something that comes through in books sometimes when there's a long drawn out pause. So no communication is definitely the vibe coming through here. And when I say no communication, I don't mean someone from the past who you've cut off and you don't want to talk to. Like I was mentioning, it could just be someone who you talk to. It wasn't the right time. You guys don't talk as often, that kind of thing. But they're watching you. They're biding their time, that kind of energy, okay? There's different kinds of no contact out here in the world. It's not just one where you broke up with them and they're like, oh, biding their time to come back. I'm not really getting that vibe. Like I said, this is still giving like a fresh new vibe. It's not giving years and years of heartache and pain. And this person's just, hoping that maybe one day you'll forgive them. I'm not getting that vibe, okay? At the bottom of the deck, there was patience, so you guys could be needing to be patient. Or this person could be trying to be patient in case there's something they're trying to achieve first, or they want to get to a certain level first before things could go to a certain point. This person could just be shy as well. They could think you're dating other people, you moved on, you're not interested anymore, But this person is very protective of you. Here we have honeymoon phase, attending someone's wedding. You could have met this person at a wedding. With pregnancy coming through here, you could have been pregnant by this person. It could be giving baby mom, baby dad kind of energy. And then here we have cycles. Makes sense, right? Fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. This could be someone you've been in constant cycles with. For my people who know who this person is and is giving old person, past person. Okay, let's get some more cards from this deck here and see what else can we get about this person, please. For their secret admirer. Who is their secret admirer? I'm realizing that we have 2 7s coming through here. The 7, the Chariot card, and then we have 7 of Cups coming through. So 7 could be important. 77, 777, life path 7, Here we have misfortune. Interesting. And then we have consolation. So this person could be like, very interesting. This person could be trying to console themselves. This person could have consoled you at one point in whatever brief or long-term connection you've had with this person. Or there's something here about them feeling like they're the consolation prize, that they're not your first choice. Could be a vibe coming through as well, which is why it's giving misfortune. Maybe it took misfortune for you guys to be together. Maybe it took pregnancy or health scare for you to run back to them and want to be with them. Now they're kind of like, I'm the consolation prize, Or they could just have like, low self-esteem in general. Did another card flip over? No, I thought so. Group 1, please, for their secret admirer. Here we have young woman. So this is someone who's young. This person could be younger than you and they may not feel like they're worthy of you. Could be something. Low self-esteem is kind of coming through here with consolation. It's like this person's like just sad because they had to deal with the consolation prize. But consoling also means someone, like I said, who could have consoled you. Because that's kind of what this card is saying. Like the angels consoling this man. One more card from this deck, please, Spirit. One more card. Who is your secret admirer? These are way too many cards. Stop playing. This person thinks you're a catch because here we have surprise. This person could come out of the blue and surprise you with a message. I do kind of want to get into a little bit about like what they want. We still have all the cards from this deck. What does this person want with my group? I knew this card was going to come out. 2 of Cups. I knew it. That's why I'm like, I felt called to pull. And this has been on my mind. I'm like, yeah. We have surprise. This person's going to surprise you because they want to be in a relationship with you. Whether they're the consolation prize or not. Whether there was some misfortune that kept you guys from being together or not. They want to be with you. 2 of Cups, they want to date you. We have 2 of Pentacles. Wow. Even if it means having to balance certain things and like spend some time in your city, spending some time in theirs, even if it takes some, moving things around, working things out, that kind of thing. Even if it takes that, this person's willing to do that to be with you. And here we have 2 2s coming through. Here we have 2 7s. Here we have 2 2s. Those 2s and 7s can be important. 27, 72. And look, we have 10 of Pentacles. Wow, this reading is so cute. This person sees a long-term future with you. Not just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Not just here for the night kind of energy. I'm hearing the song from Love Island Season 6. I came here for love. Someone to hold me down. I won't give it up. I want you to reach out, okay? Look, stop playing. They want you to reach out to them. That's crazy. take that with a grain of salt. If you don't like reaching out to people, then you don't have to reach out to them. But this person would love to talk to you, and if they are like a little bit nervous on how you would react, they're like, it would be nice if you were to kind of show me you're still interested. It would be nice, okay? And I was gonna say with this card, it kind of gives me you're a catch, right? Because we have him catching something, and I believe it's like it says something, goo or go, GOOO, go. So there's something here about them trying to like work up the courage, maybe, you know? Here we have 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, long-term future with you. But I was going to say something here about, I don't know what made me think of it, but like, I've been going to like these singles events in the city just to meet new people and branch out, network, that kind of thing. That could be like how you met this person as well, because it was kind of coming through as well. Their intentions with my group ones. What do they want? This card fell out. We have the Hermit. What do they want? This is Virgo energy. They want to learn. They want to explore. The Hermit card is about exploring. It's more so about inner world exploration. It's all about enlightenment, going on the journey to really like do what it takes and evolve in a connection. So this person not only wants things physical, they don't want to date, they don't see a future in marriage with you, they want to grow as a person with you, okay? That's beautiful. Because most people just want to be in relationships for what? And they're not even for what they can get, but like they're not thinking about the future and how this will affect their future selves, how it will affect people around you. This person's like putting a lot of thought into these things. How can I like phrase this better? This person is not just thinking about themselves and what's going to happen now. They're thinking about down the line. They're thinking about, I want to become a better person for you. They're thinking about working on themselves and not just this connection, which is very beautiful, I feel like, because just because you're in a connection doesn't mean you have to stop healing and becoming better and healthier as a person. No, grow as we go is what I'm hearing. And grow as we go. Oh, grow as we go. Oh, they want to grow as you go, grow as you go along this journey. Jeez Louise, I can't talk. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the sexy Emperor. So this is definitely someone who makes their presence and their intentions known. So I feel like if this person has been in the shadows right now, they're definitely going to make their intentions known soon. Okay, they're not going to stay in the shadows forever. Maybe they're trying to become a better person, you know. With the not Emperor, sorry, with the Hermit card coming out in this reading, maybe they're trying to become a better person before coming back in, but that's what's coming through. This person has gone through some misfortune as well, and they need to like console themselves to become better or move on from this destructive period of their life, right? There could also be a younger woman involved as well. Especially if this person is younger than you, this person could be dealing with someone from their past, right? They could be trying to close out a cycle in their past with cycles coming through. But this fate and karma coming through in the cycles card is definitely giving you are meant to meet this person, especially because we have the Lovers, and then we have the Two of Cups coming through for you and your person. Okay? But that is what's coming through for you guys. A fire sign, a younger fire sign, or just a young in general fire sign, or they have a youthful energy about them, okay? Because Knight of Wands gives that energy. Someone younger, someone fresh, someone vibrant, someone exciting. So this person is very exciting, especially when they're around you is what I'm hearing. They're very excitable. And I'm also being reminded of how Nick was always very cheesy. And you were seeing all of his teeth and all of his dimples whenever he's around Alondria. But when he was with his previous couple, Sierra, he was always like stone-faced. He was always bored. And I kind of feel like for whatever reason, the production team was kind of pushing their relationship, you know, because there's so much we don't see on that show. And for him to have been obviously so miserable And for them to have been together for so long, for him to just, flip the switch one day and be with Alondra and they're smiling and cheesing and happy. Like, that was someone you were supposed to be closed off with. You guys were supposed to be exclusive. And now all of a sudden, when you're getting another chance at being with someone after your person was sent home, you didn't go home with her. You just stayed behind. This person really knew what they needed or really knew what they wanted. And you were the prize all along, right? Didn't I say there was someone in between you guys? Me just talking out situations always helps me, because it's like, yeah, now it definitely makes more sense. Sierra was like, not COC blocking, which I think I mentioned for your reading a little bit earlier. She was like so focused on Nick that no one was like even able to get to know him anymore. Any new girl that came on, it was kind of like it was me and him. You were locked in, that kind of thing. And I feel like he was so exhausted from being in like love triangle after love triangle, and he was going to be too annoyed to deal with how she would react to him talking to other people. And he kind of just folded and said, okay, yeah, we can be exclusive or whatever. But it wasn't exciting, even when they were on like their cute little date and he asked her or whatever. It wasn't as cute and full of love as it was supposed to seem. He seemed really bored, and she was mostly saying all the romantic, cutesy things. Like, I never want to be with a man and I'm sitting there saying more romantic things than he is. I would never. It's time for me to go. And he always called himself Alandria's secret admirer. Now they finally got a chance to be together, and it's all smiles, it's light energy, it's teasing, she's blushing, he's giddy. Like, come on now. That's the vibe coming through here. Someone who's like watching you from afar, but it's like in total admiration and awe, right? And he also described Alandra as the sexiest woman he's ever seen in his lifetime. So that could be playing a part into how this person feels about you as well. They're very physically attracted to you, this secret admirer. But I do see them making some effort or making moves towards you, because we have the Emperor, we have Two of Cups, we have Ten of Pentacles. Like, can you feel this way about someone and not make a move? If you can't, I don't want it, right? Okay. So group one, I think that's all that I have for you. I want to keep going, but there's not really much else that I can say about this person, Who are they? How will you know them? How will you know them? We have thought, because you could always be thinking about them. They're never far from your thoughts. And that could be that twin telepathy that was coming through in the Lover's card, or even the Two of Cups. There's something here about an emotional bond and connection between you guys, right? And they could lead to you having like some kind of twin telepathy, like twin flame telepathy, whatever you want to call it, divine counterpart telepathy. You're always thinking about them. You're kind of like, no, that person hasn't showed interest. Why should we like them? And they're kind of like, I'm interested. I volunteer as tribute. But they're just like either not in like the right mind space or financial space or head space to pursue this connection, or they're just like biding their time trying to close out certain cycles that they have going on right now, And here we have waiting. Exactly. They're just waiting for the right moment, okay? I'm hearing freaking, what's his name from the game? I'm waiting for my time to come. Waiting. Just waiting. He was like Malik's best friend. The freaking comedic relief of the show. He was such a doofy fool. He's just waiting for their time to come. And this card is also kind of giving me Two of Wands. So biding their time and planning. Thinking of you. Waiting for the day they're going to finally make action or take action. Okay, so once again, we have Mars, Aries energy coming through. We have Mercury, Virgo energy coming through. So like I said, a lot of thoughts and feelings and like thinking of what to say could be a thing as well, with thoughts and actions and communication. Here we have Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising could be important, even Venus. Here we have 69, okay? They feel a lot. They could be mama's boys, mama's girls, that kind of thing. Family's big, because Cancer is like a big family sign, okay? And it also rules over the roots and the family in general. Then we have third house coming through here. Third house is kind of like urban, so some of you could live in like urban cities or something like that, or like herbal surroundings. It's not giving rural at all. It's giving urban, okay? So, living in the city, that could be a thing coming through as well. And then here we have Ascendant. So it truly is who you are as a person, your soul, your personality, and not just like the looks that's coming through here. Because which one is it? I'm trying to figure out. I swear I was seeing like a dress in my mind with a lot of cleavage. Like, did I come out one of these cards here? I don't remember. But I was seeing a vision of like a dress with like a lot of skin showing, but the cleavage tastefully shown. It's not like all out there, you know, it's shown tastefully, you know, in a way that kind of intrigues you. You want to see what's beneath the dress, but you have respect for that person's boundaries or something, you know. So definitely want to see you naked, child. And it's kind of like you're showing the skin in a respectful kind of way. Like, I've been seeing things more and more lately. Does that mean my clairvoyance is getting stronger? Because I'm usually like a hearing kind of person, or just like knowing it deep down, claircognizant, but I've never been the type to like see things in my mind's eye that often. But it's been happening a lot more and more in readings, so that could be something coming through. You see visions of this person. You could dream of this person as well. You could have met this person's family. They talk about their family a lot with you. They could have a family, you know, a baby mama and some kids. But overall, very playful vibes, very, very intense kind of vibes, very sexually attractive and attracting kind of vibe, you know? So I'm going to leave your reading right here. I hope it resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose thumbnail image 2 or however you found your way here, welcome. Thank you for joining me here today. Now, the season finale of Love Island yesterday has me in a lovey-dovey mood. So today's reading is going to be about, it's inspired by Nick and Alondria. Who is your secret admirer, okay? Who is out there wishing, yearning, lusting, wanting, craving you, okay? It could be somebody you know, someone you never met. We're going to see who it is. Already when I was shuffling your cards, I saw the 6. Well, it's still there. The 6 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and it's definitely someone you could have done something nice for, a good deed for. Or look, and we have the freaking 6 of Cups. Yes, this could be someone you did something nice for in the past, whether it's someone you don't know, someone who would still be technically a stranger, and you just held the door open for them, or you always help them, or you always say nice things to them, or they could be the loner in class and you always say hi to them, that kind of thing. It's giving that you like reassure them or make them feel like, you know, safe, or you make them feel welcome, included. That's the kind of vibe coming through. I was getting that from the 6 of Pentacles alone. The 6 of Pentacles is being generous, being nice. It's someone who's always nice to you just because. There could be this one guy, this one girl, this one person. Every time you see them, they're always giving you things, asking you how you're doing. They genuinely care. They give you free stuff. They're always holding your door open for you. Like, oh, do you need an extra sandwich? I just brought an extra sandwich to work just because. And they dang sure know they brought it for you. Okay, and you're like, oh yeah, sure, thanks. You never think much of it, but this person who's always doing nice things for you and you're not thinking anything of it is someone who's like secretly admiring you. They may like you, but they're scared to say anything. That's the kind of vibe coming through for you. Now, 6 of Cups definitely represents being friendly with someone, being nice. Okay, we're like giving someone something out of the kindness of your heart, or them giving you something out of the kindness of their heart. Why are these cards acting up? Stop playing in my face. That's the kind of vibe coming through. But maybe you never pay them any mind because you have a lot of options. They see you as someone who has a lot of options, okay? So we're gonna get into this reading, guys. I'm so in love with love right now because Love Island will do it to me every single time. Like, the show is toxic. It's not the best show ever. Like, it's really crazy. But then when you see those genuine couples, like, it just makes you want to love even more. It makes you believe in love even more. Like Nick and Alondria on this season 7 of Love Island. Like, I swear I wasn't shipping them in the way that everybody was obsessively shipping them together, but it was always in the back of my mind, like, they would make such a cute couple. Like, I remember her choosing him in the beginning. I'm like, why didn't they do anything about it? All this kind of stuff. And then you go on social media and see all these little subtle hints and cues that he was always looking for her, always flirting with her, always doing nice things for her, always holding her hand whenever she was walking up somewhere. He said he hated cooking, but he would always cook stuff for her just because, like, complimenting her, saving her. They're like best friends. And even at the the end of the season or more towards the end, he's like, I've been always secretly admiring you, and she just never knew. This girl was oblivious. So because that portion of their relationship is coming through for you guys, this could be someone you have no clue who they are, and you're just completely oblivious to the fact that they like you, which is why they do nice things for you, and you brush it off like, oh, they're nice to everyone. They do those things for everyone, when it really is not true. They bring 3 sandwiches to work, and they eat 2. They give you 1 and say, oh, I brought just an extra one. No, they brought it for you. Or they picked it up at the store and they thought of you. Or they have an extra coffee order. They text you and ask you, like, what coffee order do you want? This person's always doing acts of service for you, is the vibe that's coming through. Because the 6 of Pentacles always gives me acts of service, right? And then the 6 of Cups in this instance will kind of give me like words of affirmation. So they're always being nice. They could be just a friend of yours right now who's always like, you know, thinking of you. Honestly, they would even just send you a text thinking of you, and you're kind of like, oh, they were just friends, and it's low-key they've been lusting after you, or like secretly admiring you this whole time, is the vibe that's coming through. Like, I have been stuck watching edits. I have been unhealthily obsessed with this freaking couple for the past week, like up watching edits on social media, TikTok for hours, and I'm just like, go touch some grass. That's what I need to freaking do, because they're just so cute, and I'm just like filled with so much like secondhand feelings of love and excitement just watching 2 people fall in love without even realizing that they were like meant to be the whole time. It's just so cute. Okay, but let's get into your reading. I am just high right now. I'm on a high, so I had to do a reading about secret admirers. Let's get into who yours is. Okay, please, Spirit, tap me into the energy of my group 2 and their secret admirer. Who is their secret admirer? Who is their secret admirer? I'm hearing, I don't know if this was singing, if this song was playing in one of the edits that I was watching, but I'm hearing Dancing with Your Ghost by Sarah. Is it Sarah? No, it's Sasha, sorry. Sasha Alex Sloan or something like that. She's like, I stay up all night. Something, every night I'm dancing with your ghost. So this person, she's like, I stay up all night till I see the sunlight. Lately I'm just harder to see than most. I was something every night. Wait till I hear our song. Every night I'm dancing with your ghost. So that song is coming through, Dancing with Your Ghost. And it's basically a song about, I guess, secretly yearning for someone, but they're not seeing you. I don't know if it's a song about her breaking up with someone and now she's still dancing with their ghost long after they've broken up, or it's someone she has feelings for but they don't see her the same way, or she's not with them but she's staying up all night thinking about them and then dancing with her ghost in the living room or something, in her room, something like that. So it is a song about her reminiscing on a past connection. He's no longer there, and she's like, how do I live? How do I love again? Essentially, how do I trust again? That kind of stuff. But the song starts off by saying, yelling at the sky, screaming at the world, baby, why'd you go away? I'm still your girl. Holding on too tight, head up in the clouds, heaven only knows where you are now. But the part that I was saying is, I stay up all night, tell myself I'm all right. Baby, you're just harder to see than most. That's funny. She's like, she's fine. Everything is fine. He's just a ghost. He's just harder to see these days. That is the Lulu. This person could really be the Lulu child, you know? I put the record on. I wait till I hear our song. Every night I'm dancing with your ghost. Okay, so this person's thinking about you every night. That kind of vibe is coming through. And here we have 7 of Pentacles. So this could and 3 of Pentacles at the same time. Yeah, this is someone you work with. For those of you who don't work in like a big place with a bunch of different people, this may not be your reading. Or if you work in this place and what I've been saying so far resonates with how one specific person in your work environment is acting or moving, then this could be your reading. But with 7 of Pentacles and 3 of Pentacles, it's giving someone you work together with, so it's giving school and it's giving work. And I remember one time I was under another reader's in the comments after watching their video, and someone was like, I hate when readers say you're gonna meet somebody at work, because why would you meet somebody at work? That's so unprofessional. I'm like, Do you not know how many people meet their future spouses at work? Like, that's one of the places you are at the most. So it would make sense that you meet somebody at work. Why are you being salty? Like, that's so unrealistic. I'm like, huh? Where you must live in a country where it's crazy out here. Because in America, everyone is hooking up with everyone at the workplace. Not me, because I don't work with a lot of people. But if you work at like a Walmart or like a Starbucks or a Burlington or wherever where there's mad people, there's bound to be a few people that have a crush on you who's scared to say anything. And when they're like just watching you from afar, too afraid to come up or speak up. And that makes a lot of sense. You're there 8 hours of the day. So of course you're going to spend the people you spend the most time with, you build a connection with them, and you build an attachment as well. So I'm like, girl, you're a little unrealistic if you're talking about saying, if you're sitting here saying that finding love at work is unrealistic. So it's a place where you work, it's an environment where you feel like you are around like-minded individuals, or you guys are working towards the same goal, which would be work or school, right? You're in a group project, stuff like that, you know what I mean? Or you could be taking a class, okay? An adult class, sculpting, artworking, whatever it is. Not artwork. Someone you've at least networked with, because of course for them to be a secret admirer, they would have had to have met you in some way. It's not really giving them watching you on social media and like you don't even know who they are at all, and they're just stalking you. It's not giving that vibe. It's giving someone who's in your like immediate circle, right? Three of Pentacles gives school, work, or hobby vibes, okay? So if you have those things, the person who's always extra nice to you, or even extra shy around you, or just like very childlike and playful, because we did have the Six of Cups coming through, and that is kind of like a childlike and playful kind of energy, or someone who you've known since you were a child. This could be like a childhood best friend, or someone who you grew up with and they just never really said anything. Like, it's giving a few different vibes here, so take what resonates mostly for you. I'm going to try to get more into who this person is, so you understand, like you can understand who they are. So Seven of Pentacles, someone who's really hardworking, right? Someone who puts their all into what they believe in, someone who stays later than everyone else, who puts in more work than everyone else, someone who's studying, someone who's like staying after class to get that extra little help they need, who's studying even harder than everyone else, you know what I mean? The person who puts their all into everything, And I'm hearing that song by what's her name, Mariah Carey. I'll give my all to have just one more night with you. That song is coming through my all. I'll risk my life to feel. She said what she said in that song. She was really singing for someone, child. Yearning is the vibe coming through here. Someone you're just seeing all the time and yearning for. Now you're like, I'm dancing with your ghost when I'm at home. Like, I'd give my all to have just one more night with you. So this could be someone you took things further with. You could have even kissed them. It doesn't have to be that like drastic. You had one little kiss when you were maybe drunk or something, and they like been holding on to it, and you've kind of forgotten about it, or didn't really visit it again. You didn't revisit the thought or the kiss, and they've just been replaying it in their mind obsessively, kind of thing. Three of Pentacles is someone who gets along very well with people, so they could be a very sociable person. Like I said, the person who's very friendly with you. This person could be not as friendly with you as they are with other people, that I'm not getting loner vibes, but that kind of came through in my mind, like a loner. So someone who like kind of keeps to themselves with everyone else, but they're like very friendly and with you. So it can surprise you sometimes when people say, Paul's mean. And you're like, no, he's not. He's always been nice to me. Well, he's never nice to me. He doesn't even talk to us. He only talks to you. It's the kind of vibe coming through here, okay? Here we have the Two of Wands. So someone you could have met on a vacation as well. This could be someone you just passed by on a vacation. You were staying at the same resort. Like I said, Three of Pentacles kind of always represents being in the same place, like a like-minded place, or not a like-minded place. But you know what I mean, like a place where you're there for the same thing. So a hotel, you're both there to stay and get some R&R and relax, you're for the same purpose, right? You were brought together by a singular purpose. Is a vibe coming through, whether it's to get a degree, to make money, that kind of thing, okay? That's the vibe coming through. Two of Wands does give travel and planning, so someone you plan things with, okay? It's definitely giving me, how can I describe it? It's like if you work for a corporate job, for example, they sometimes have like retreats where everyone from the company comes and like talks with each other, and they have like, what is it called, trust building exercises and things like that, where everyone from all the branches of the company come together. So this person you could have met when you were like meeting all the different branches of the company were coming together for a vacation or working on the same project, and you guys were placed on the same team, and you guys got all the same color wristbands and shirts, and you had to do those games, and it's giving something like that where you had to work together to come to a, you know, desired outcome, and you guys were on the same team. And it's kind of giving, I'm seeing Disney Channel games back in the days where they would bring all the stars from the different shows together and like give them different colored shirts, and you would have to root for the blue team, the orange team, the green team, the red team. And it's fun. It was hard because each team had like one person that we love so bad. Like if they would have had everyone we love on one team, it would have been so much easier to choose. But in those teams, there was like Zach and Cody on one team, then Raven on one team, then freaking Hannah Montana and the Jonas Brothers on one team. And I'm like, how can I choose? I love all of them. Like, put all my favorites on one team so I can root for one team. Like, that's the kind of thing that's coming through. They brought you guys together for like, you know, the games, you know. And everyone was working to win, and your team was like working together and coming up with little strategic ways to do stuff. I'm also getting another scene from a movie. I'm trying to remember what movie it was. I don't think it was Hunger Games. There was a movie where it was kind of like they would hide the flag somewhere. It could have been Percy Jackson. Yeah, it might have been Percy Jackson, but it's also another movie coming through as well. I think it's like the Dark Materials or whatever, with Amanda Stenberg in it. But that movie's coming through. But there's like a specific scene that I'm seeing where it was like capture the flag, and they kind of had to, oh, you know what it was? It was Divergent. Yeah. It was Divergent, where all the Dauntless had to like go and capture the other person's flag. And we have Triss. Exactly. They were brought together with a similar purpose. Triss and Four didn't grow up together specifically, because they did grow up in abnegation, but they weren't friends. And it wasn't until Triss chose Dauntless that she was hooked up with, what is it called, Four again. And in like a specific scene in one of the movies, I think it was the second movie, honestly, when she became like more brave. It could have been the first movie as well, because that guy was still calling her, what was the nickname that Doofy Danker guy had for her? Stiff? I think it was Stiff. He was still calling her that, and I think by like the second or third movie he had stopped calling her that. Maybe, I'm not 100% sure, but there was like a capture the flag game, and they were all trying to capture the other team's flag, and they had to like be strategic about it, and everyone else was scared of heights, and then she's the one who had to go up there and get the flag and whatever, and then everyone was like clapping for her and, you know, applauding her because she did something that was scary and she wasn't so stiffy anymore, whatever the thing was. But her and Four would have never met unless she chose. Okay, her and Four never would have met if she did not choose Dauntless. Okay, thank you. Gosh. But that's what's coming through. Something like that, where it's like an organized sport or organized group setting, and you guys just like found your way to each other, you know? And it was from that you guys like had a bond, and they were like extra nice to you, where they make exactly, oh my gosh, this is a perfect freaking example. Four was mean to everyone else but Triss. He started off mean to Triss, but the more he got to know her and saw how strong she was and how different she was, that's when he started falling for her and being nicer to her and protecting her. Wow. Spirit just be really coming through with the examples. I'm like, I'm getting a scene from a movie, and that's the perfect couple to explain this. It started off as him not really liking her, him not really liking anybody, honestly, you know? And he was very to himself, very private. He was the strongest one. He was a group leader kind of thing. And then here comes Triss, this scaredy cat from abnegation, you know, who he, I guess, kind of grew up with, but they weren't, like I said, friends. They grew up in the same, like, faction kind of thing. They lived like next door to each other or whatever. She didn't know what he was going through. He didn't know what she was going through, but they ended up finding each other later on in life kind of thing, you know, which is literally what happened on Love Island as well between Nick and Olandria. Like, they started off as friends. They became best of friends, and they started like, they got thrown apart by all the noise. He was with Sierra. He was with Bella. He was with this and that. And then Olandria was like stuck on Taylor's little dusty behind, and they couldn't see what they had, you know, because they didn't explore it from the beginning, or else we wouldn't have to wait until like there was like a week or two left for them to finally, you know, get their act together, right? But he even says that the whole time I was always admiring you, even though I wasn't really, he was showing it, he definitely was. She was just oblivious as heck. But back to foreign tryst, he started off mean, warmed up to her, they fell in love, and that whole thing happened there. So that's the perfect example, I guess, is coming through for your person. This person is quite adventurous, okay? You don't really have any major arcana coming through. Let me see if I can get one more card. Who is your person? That was fast. We have 6 of Wands. Yeah, this person could be like very popular with everyone. They get a lot of attention. This could also represent they get a lot of followers, right? Okay. With Wands and Pentacles coming together, this person could be earth sign or fire sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Aries, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm blanking. That's the kind of vibe coming through for who this person is, honestly. And I'm getting way more details that I was getting for group 1, I think, anyway. But here we have the world in this person's hand, and they're like searching the world for something. So it could be someone who you are removed from, right? Like I said, it's someone who came from a different country, or they work at a different branch in your company. You guys came together for a retreat or something. But the world card coming here does speak about travel, right? Reference travel, planning, plotting. So this person could be planning and plotting. So is group 1's person. Y'all have some sneaky, scary people in y'all life, y'all. But this person's definitely giving like a very grounded energy, but they're also very sexy. That they have that intensity to them. Like I said, it's giving like a strong but silent type, right? They're strong, they're fearless, they go after what they want to a certain extent because they're not telling you how they feel. But they're also very rooted and grounded. They also work a lot. They take pride in how they carry themselves and the things that they accomplish. With the 7 of Pentacles coming through here and the 3 of Pentacles, they know how to put work first. It's definitely, this is like giving me a work-oriented person. Work is important to them because they want to have some success. This could be the person who sells the most freaking memberships, right? Or they get the most sales in your company or whatever, right? But a lot of charisma, a lot of charm coming from this person. But they're definitely more reserved. They're more shy or quiet. It's the vibe coming through for your person. They're not loud, but they're affection. They like give you a sandwich if you're hungry. They kind of like hold the door open for you. They give you a small, like shy, reserved smile, but not much else. Because they're not like their earth sign energy came through first before their fire sign energy. And even their fire sign energy here is like, keep to myself, because the 6 of Wands here is this person on the horse and everyone is following them, but they're not really looking at the people around them. So people are like, this person is a leader. Okay, I'm hearing group leader, maybe from church. For some of you, this could be coming through as well, like a group leader at church or somewhere. But it's definitely giving those vibes. Okay, I did want to get some cards from this deck as well to get more characteristics. So let's do the dice as well to get more. Who is this? Their secret admirer, please, Spirit. We have 2nd house, so it is definitely giving assets. Work is important to them. Buying things, being emotionally and physically comfortable. Here we have 12th house. It's definitely giving secrets hidden, the deep. I'm hearing the deep. Okay, this person is very deep as well. They think a lot is what I'm getting, a deep thinker, okay? This person could like water. Okay, this person or you could resonate with mermaids. You guys could bond over mermaids. Okay, I'm also hearing cosplay, anime. This person is kind of giving me nerdy vibes. But when it comes to the things they're passionate about, they don't mind going above and beyond. They wouldn't mind traveling to San Diego for Comic-Con if they live in New York, or if they live overseas. They don't mind traveling places. They like traveling at least, is what's coming through. The 12th house coming through is definitely showing that this person's keeping their feelings really hidden. So like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if you don't know at all who this person is, but I'm trying to give you enough hints. Okay, you have Scorpio. Wow, this came through group 1 as well. Some of you could feel called a group 1. You have Scorpio. That is that intense, quiet, introverted vibes, that private energy coming through. I don't like anyone know my business, not even the person I'm crushing on or secretly admiring, right? It doesn't have to be a crush, but they just admire you and who you are as a person. But like I said, I was using yearning and lusting and wanting and craving. So it's definitely kind of giving that, I want to say unrequited love, but it may or may not be. Here we have, I'm trying to remember what this is. This is, I think it's Pluto. Yeah, it's giving Pluto. So Pluto, the underworld, and Scorpio is definitely giving very intense. I'm hearing outcast energy, or just like very, very, very private. Okay, here we have the sun coming through. For your person, the sun is Leo, second house is Taurus, 12th house is Pisces, we have Scorpio, Pluto is Scorpio as well, okay? And then we have the sun, I don't know where the other dice went, here she is. And then we have Gemini, so very smart individual, okay? They can also be very funny. They may not consider themselves funny, but everyone else would consider them funny as well. They could be someone who's always cracking jokes. I'm hearing they have a bright smile, okay? They have sex appeal as well, because when Scorpio comes, that's coming through. 12th house is a depth to them. Second house, they could have some money, or at least property. This person could be your boss, is what I just heard as well. Oh, juicy, eh? Pluto is definitely someone who is going through an intense transformation. They would be considered very intense and deep feeling and deep thinking. So it's kind of like you never know what they're thinking or feeling, right? And then we have the sun coming through here. There could be something about this person's hair. It could be big, it could be curly, right? I'm hearing they also have like their loyalty knows no bounds. They're very loyal, okay? So whether you know them or not, once they've decided that you're their person or whatever, their loyalty knows no bounds. This could also be just all in their head. They're Delulu a little bit. Like, I'm going to marry this person one day knowing they've never even said a freaking word to you. Which is why they're like it could be a little bit of obsession coming through as well with 8th house and 12th house coming through. But I'm hearing My All Again by freaking Alicia Keys, excuse me. No, Mariah Carey is coming through. Bruh, stop playing. Group 2, please spare. Who is the secret admirer? What more can we know about them? Who is the secret admirer? I'm going to pull some cards for how they feel. Even though we kind of got that a little bit. But we're going to see what else we can get. Here we have the 7 of Pentacles coming through again. You see? That's why it's always cute. And we have the freaking 6 of Wands coming through again. Wow. Guys. Whatever do you mean? Who is the secret admirer, please? These dang squirrels always scare me. This person can be a little scary as well. Or they may come out of the blue, out of nowhere one day and tell you how they feel. We have 9 of Pentacles, but it's going to take a long time for them to maybe gather the courage, is what the 9 of Pentacles is saying. It's going to take some time for them to gather the courage. The 9 of Pentacles is known for taking his sweet time. Which is why they could have had a crush on you for a long time. You just never knew. You always thought they were being nice to you and they did nice things for you. But the freaking 6 of Wands coming through and the 7 of Pentacles coming through freaking again is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. And once again, we only have Pentacles and Wands coming through. So it's giving strong fire and earth kind energy. Fiery but grounded. Wise but bold, you know? Beautiful, honestly. I love this energy for you guys. Like, this person could be, and like they have like a bunch of friends. This could be like I said earlier, a part of your friend group, or you know them through a friend, right? Because this is kind of giving like clique vibes. They're the leader of the pack. When I look at this card, I always think of like Winx Club, and how there was all a bunch of baddies together, but what's her name was like the leader of the baddies. Bloom, she was the most powerful of them all, but they all have their own talents, right? And it's funny how Bloom was a fire fairy, right? So Bloom could be important for Winx Club, her personality or something like that. And who was the earth fairy? Flora could be coming through. Bloom and Flora, flowers could be important. This person could smell like flowers. You live somewhere near flowers, so this person buys you flowers. You could be receiving flowers from someone you don't know who it is, and it's this person. I'm hearing a neighbor could be also, secretly admiring you. It could be a few people, honestly. With 6 of Wands, you're popular. A hot commodity. Now let's see what comes through in these cards here. A little bit more about who they are. And the song is still just playing in my head. My All. Who is the secret admirer of my group 2s? Please, Spirit. Who is there? And look, we have Journey. Is this Journey or Fortune? So this person could have money. It's Fortune. Okay. This person could most definitely have some money. Here we have melancholy. So this could be like someone who walks around with a very sad energy. And that would make a lot of sense if they, because they are coming through a little bit of a 12th house vibe. Okay, as well as a Scorpio. And Scorpios are known for kind of like being, you know, a little bit wistful. Or is that the name of it? Like they're wistful, yeah. They're very wistful, like, maybe next time, or you know, that kind of energy was coming through. Here we have money. So money did come through one way or another. It wasn't fortune. Yeah, fortune and money. What? This is giving boss vibes. Stop. Y'all bosses mean to everyone but you, right? Oh, interesting. And that's why the 12th house could be coming through as well. The 12th house, I think, rules over taboo. Things that are taboo, what not everybody feels comfortable talking about, which is why it has to be kept hidden. Because you could have like a no fraternization policy at your job where you can't date people. This took a turn. We have money and fortune. What do you mean? Like, that's why I was talking about they only worry about work. They're always working. And there could be something here about there's plenty of times where it's just you and your boss after work. You could be their assistant, and they're always buying you lunch every day. And you think, oh, that comes with a job. But no, they're doing it because they care about you, right? They buy you lunch and it's like, oh, like, it's fine. Like, I'm his assistant. Of course he's going to buy me lunch. No. It's something to show he cares. Taking care of someone by buying them lunch is like a love language for sure. This person is doing that for you. Very interesting. Or if you've spoken about what your favorite food is, and maybe one day food like miraculously showed up on your doorstep or at your at your desk for lunch, is kind of like, who sent this? You know, you could be receiving secret flowers, secret food. What kind of life y'all living? Clue me in. I want free food and free flowers. Sure. But anyway, that's what this is kind of giving. This person has so much money and so much love to give, but they only feel comfortable doing it for you because there's just something about you that calls to them. This person is like very deep, and they only like give themselves over to few things, and you're one of those things they kind of want to succumb to. So you guys are giving kind of succubus vibes to this person, leading them astray. This is so cute. I like this vibe. I like this. But they are not playing hard to get. They're taking their time. If they're ever going to come through, honestly. Yeah, because at the bottom of the deck, we have prison. If this person's in prison, I'm just going to scream. I'm going to scream. We don't do that here. I'm sorry. No. And look how I turned it over, was ready to put it down. Spirit said, heck no. No, we're not doing that. At the bottom of this, we also have conversation. So a conversation could be needed, but also you see how we have so many people here. There is something here about group settings with the 6 of Wands coming through twice and the 3 of Pentacles coming through as well as the freaking conversation. It's giving immediate friend group. And then under that we have reunion. So this could be someone you haven't seen for a long time. There's going to be a reunion soon. If you're going to have like a family reunion or a work reunion or something, a best friend reunion kind of energy. I just heard best friend's brother. That could be something coming through. You're going to have a reunion and they're going to be there. This could be someone from high school. You're going to go back and have a high school reunion and see this person. Now at the bottom of the deck, we have pleasure seekers, and we have another group. So group activities are important for this reading for you guys, okay? Now what I'm going to do is get some more cards from this deck and see what comes through. How do they feel? I kind of want to get what are their intentions, not how do they feel. What is this person's intentions for my group 2s? Please, Spirit, what are their intentions? What are their intentions for my group 2? Yes, they're admiring them secretly, but what are their intentions? We have the Knight of Pentacles again, guys. This reading is going crazy. Relax. We have the Knight of Pentacles again. Yeah, slow and steady wins the race. They may never come forward and say anything. They're taking their sweet time, but they want to be like, they want to make sure that you like them. They want to be sure about something. They're a little shy. Yeah, we have the High Priestess. They want to like not view you. They want to study you a little bit more. And then we have the 8 of Swords. They kind of want to come out of their shell a little bit more as well. They want to tell you something, but they're scared. This person here. Group 1's person's ready to blow the whistle. Your person's like, nah. I need more time. I need to observe. I need to feel this out. My intuition needs to let me know when it's the right time. Okay. Very interesting reading. I was not expecting this at all. at all. What are their intentions? Knight of Pentacles, take their sweet time, observe a little bit more, still hide. The High Priestess is not even just observing, it's like hiding. It's like being in the shadows, keeping secrets, keeping to yourself. Yeah, they have no I don't think they have any intentions of saying anything. Because the Eight of Swords is them like, I can't, I'm stuck, I'm scared. Or I'm trapped. Literally, I can't. They work for me, we work together. It's not allowed, right? Even if they're the boss, they can get into some big trouble for it, which is why I'm getting taboo. This is juicy. I was not expecting all of this. Now, what else do we need to know about this secret admirer, please? What could come? What could be? What's the future hold? All that. Here we, is this communicate? I knew it was going to come out. Oh, commitment. Things are getting serious. So this person will come forward. I just heard a little message. This could also be someone who you're like having a fling with and it's not serious. Because I looked at pleasure seekers again and it's kind of giving someone who just seeks pleasure, or this person is not ready to settle down yet. And they know in order to be with you, they have to be at that point. So they need more time. What will come of this connection? What else do we need to know? You have gambling. This person could be gambling, or they want to take a chance with you. They want to gamble. Problems with addiction or gambling, bad finances, and that is 12th house energy coming through again. This person, and then we have narcissist. Oh, interesting. And then we have gold digger. Okay, relax. Then we have someone else. A lot of cards flew out for you guys, but we're not taking all of these. I will shuffle for a few more to see what comes through, but relax. What else do we need to know about this person, their secret admirer, please, Spirit? The computer light just came back on and made things really bright. So, and it's significantly darker when the screen is off. And now it seems mad bright in here. So that could be something coming through. Things are going to go from being dark to being, you know, really bright and clear, I guess you can say. What else do we need to know about this? Please, we have pets. It's going to be someone who has a pet. Getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. Okay. This person can know your pet. You can see them at the dog park. And here we have move on. Someone is unavailable, a waste of time, it's over. So yeah, this person's right now is unavailable. But the fact that we have commitment coming through here, and it came through first and foremost, and then move on came through. Maybe some of you, this person may move on to someone else that actually lose feelings, or this person may come through with a commitment for you. It's really different, but pleasure seekers is definitely giving me someone who's like playing the field. They're not really looking for anything serious, because it's like love and it's like Romeo in this deck, but none of that came out for you. It's like pleasure seeker, because the Two of Wands is traveling, Six of Wands is their hot commodity. So this person like be hot stuff, and they think they're too good to say anything to you, or they're still in their F-boy phase. They don't really want to settle down right now. It could be any of those things coming through, but this person is right now unavailable. They see you as someone who wants a commitment or deserves a commitment, and they can't give that to you, so they might as well just stay away, you know? That's kind of coming through for you guys. So I'll leave your reading right there. I hope it resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you'd ever like to book a personal reading with me, you can always get in contact with me into my email in the description box below. I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous, gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 3s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose group 3 or you find your way here, then welcome. Thank you for joining me here. Today's reading is going to be who is your secret admirer, inspired by the whole love story between Nick and Alandria on Love Island season 7. The season is finally over after much binge watching and trying to be done binge watching so I can vote in the finale. And, you know, the finale was yesterday, that kind of thing. I'm trying to get into who is your secret admirer, because Nick was a bit of a secret admirer towards Alandria in the most of the season, okay? So we're going to get into who this secret admirer is, okay? This could be someone you know, someone you never heard of before in your life. Just take what resonates. It's not supposed to be so much as a validating reading, but more so just to tell you who is out there secretly admiring you. Doesn't have to be someone that's going to go somewhere. It's going to become something. I will be pulling cards for that more towards the end as well. But it's just giving a broad aspect or a broad look at who is secretly admiring you, okay? If more than one person comes through, I'll let you know. But as of right now, I've only been getting two. I mean, not two. Look at that. Wow. I've only been getting one person, I feel like. But I'm getting a lot of examples of who that person could be, though. Okay? But this person, there could be two people for you guys. Here we have strength coming to the bottom of the deck. So this person could be a Leo, okay? This person could need someone to tame them. And you could be the only person that could tame them. This person's a little bit like a wild child. They have like a wild streak. They could be a partier, a drinker. They take, you know, substances, whatever you want to call it. And it's like you're the person that maybe grounds them in the storm. This strength card is all about overcoming our demons. So things that tell us we can't do this, we can't overcome, we will not get over this next obstacle, are the same voices inside that we overcome as we become strength, okay? So this person could have gone through a lot of things in their life that has acquired strength. This person could be really strong physically, right? This person could definitely like big, large cats, okay? Or this person could have a cat, okay? That's what's coming through here. We also have the Seven of Wands. So someone who definitely defends you. That could be a sign that this is your person. Sorry, I thought I heard the door. Not today. It's getting dark outside. Don't do that. Anyway, the Seven of Wands is someone who fights for you, someone who defends you. And if we are talking about or staying on the same vein of 𝐓𝐈𝐌𝐿, there's like dozens of edits of this couple. And I feel like there's like a specific one. I kind of lost it. Let me get it back. There's a few different scenes coming through. So first of all, Nick is always carrying Alondria. Okay, he's like a skinny, like kind of white boy energy. He's not giving like overly buff or anything, but he's strong. He's lean, right? And whenever we see him, she's like a 5'4" little Barbie doll, right? With the biggest boobs and butt you will ever see in your life. And he just be throwing her over his shoulder. In the most recent episode, the finale, he like literally picks her up off of a boat and makes it look effortless. It's kind of like... And like, I think there's like one episode where she was supposed to go home and he went 10 toes down for her. He was like, y'all are not sending her home. I vote for Alondria. Everyone was kind of discussing who they thought should stay and who should go. And there's this one girl and one guy who was like, oh, I think she should leave. And he was like, no. Did this person talk to you? Did this person talk to you? The person they wanted to save besides Alondria? And he was like, oh, did she talk to you? She didn't talk to me. Like, not no offense, but you just got here 3 days ago. Like, he was really going in when it came to saving her. And if you would know how important that is if you knew that Nick always regularly is always giggly, always laughy, always quirky, always joking around. So when that man is serious, not a smile to be found on his face, stone cold Steve Austin, you know something upset that man. And during that whole episode, they were trying to eliminate Alondria twice. Or no, 3 times in a row. He was like, we're not having that, okay? Who are we saving? I don't care what y'all say, we're saving Alondria, and that is about it. He was not giggling, he was not joking, he was not laughing, okay? And that's when we started to see a more grown man side to him, because he was not playing by his girl. And that's what I'm seeing here with the Strength card and the Seven of Wands. Someone who defends you, who takes up for you, who makes you feel safe, who holds your hand when you're feeling low. Or even he would always hold Alondria's hand when they were like, she was walking up on a platform or something. Because all the girls are, I'm pretty sure, encouraged to wear heels for all of the show. So when they're in their dresses, they're walking up on platforms that are slippery. And he's like always holding her hand whenever she walks up somewhere, very gentlemanly. So this person who is like secretly admiring you could be someone who's like very gentlemanly. But also there was something else that was coming through for this person. I'm mad that it went away. I was also getting star-crossed lovers as well, because we have the lovers in reverse. So it's giving star-crossed lovers kind of meant to be, but having to overcome lots of obstacles before they can be together is what's coming through here, okay? And then beneath that, we have the freaking World card. So someone who only has eyes for you was kind of the vibe that I'm getting, okay? There was something else that I was going to say. Wow, I'm so mad that I forgot. I can't remember. So we'll keep the star-crossed lovers card. These were all supposed to just be. And the star card, the center of your person's world, that you're all they can see. They definitely put you up on a pedestal. They definitely love your whole body, okay? Of course, because the world features a little bit of nudity in it, it's giving the boobs are the focal point of their attraction towards you, what they admire the most physically, okay? But the world is definitely the whole package, okay? Everything. This person is definitely like, you know, set on you because the world card represents all the fixed signs. This person could be a Taurus, an Aquarius, a Leo, or a Scorpio. Okay, so very much stubborn, very much set in their ways. I'm mad that I can't remember what I was going to say earlier, and it was good too. Wow. Okay. Well, yeah, Seven of Wands and Strength card is definitely about overcoming. It's all about defending. So this person definitely, like I said, is going to be standing 10 toes down for you. They're not going to let anybody do you wrong or treat you wrong. They're going to give you compliments, okay? They're going to make sure you know what you mean to them. I'm hearing actions speak louder than words when it comes to this person, okay? But I was talking about how he saved her in the when they were trying to send her home. How he always made sure to like hold her hand when she was walking up somewhere. Like there was something else I was going to use, like using those two as an example, and now I'm so mad. Well, I guess maybe it'll come through again. Okay, let's get one more card from this reading here. Who is their secret admirer? My group threes, please, Spirit. Who's their secret admirer? We have the Hermit, and then we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, someone who's very physically attracted to you, okay? Someone who's very physically attracted to you with the Ace of Wands and the Hermit card in reverse. I think you bring this person out of their shell. So this person could normally be like very reserved or very quiet, but when they're around you, they kind of come out of their shell, okay? This person could have like curly hair, if you will, because so did Nick. That's definitely coming through for your person. I'm trying to remember what his zodiac sign was. I think someone said he's a Pisces, but then I heard somewhere else he was a Cancer. So I'm like, those are on the opposite sides. Like they're not close together on the wheel. So which one is he? Okay. But Pisces, Cancer, very much in their feelings, very caring, very much. I think this person's like a little hiding their feelings for you very well, because when I was looking at this deck here before, I like, of course, pulled more cards, and then look at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. So this could be someone you have like very deep conversations with as well. Or very good conversations at least. But the King of Cups was in reverse on this deck. So it's like you kind of make this person feel a little out of control, right? Especially when it comes to the physical aspect of things, you make them feel out of control. When it comes to who they could be, Strength is Leo. So yeah, that curly hair is coming through. And look at how she's the only one that's kind of like in this playful side of the freaking lion. Other than her, this lion will bite somebody's hand, head, ball, like bite everything off. But with her, the lion is being all cutesy and adorable, okay? The Seven of Wands is definitely someone who is willing to put up a fight to get you. So this is definitely not giving me a passive person. Group 2's person was a little more passive. This person's like not aggressive, but they're definitely like intentional about what they say and what they do when it comes to you especially, okay? The Lovers in reverse is definitely giving someone who sees you as a potential lover, but you guys are not lovers yet, which is why it's giving star-crossed, because it's like, I met this person, why we're not together? It doesn't make any sense to me. You know, everything is lining up, right? And one thing about the freaking whole Nick and Alandria thing was that he always liked her. He was secretly admiring her the whole time, but he never like worked up the courage to tell her how he felt. But he was always in another couple as well, and so was she. So it was like there was never the right time to pursue things. That could be something coming through here, which is why it is giving a little bit of star-crossed lovers, right? Whenever I think of star-crossed lovers, the first thing that comes to my mind was the show Star-Crossed on, I don't remember what network it came on. It could have been CBS, it could have been Fox, it could have been whatever. But it was literally a show about aliens coming and trying to integrate onto the human race, and them trying to send a bunch of alien kids to the same school as the human kids. And one of the human girls like kind of fell in love a little bit with the alien guy. And the thing that pissed me off about the show was that it was so cute and it was like going in a good direction, but someone came and canceled it, and I'm like, you know what, square up, right? It was going so good, and here you go canceling it for why? It doesn't make no kind of sense. Okay, but that's what's coming through. Someone where the conversation flows very easily, you get along as well, is who this person's coming through as. Gemini is also Lover's energy as well, and Hermit is Virgo energy. So we have all those signs coming through with Virgo and the Lovers both coming out in reverse. The Gemini and Lovers is both ruled Okay, they're co-ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is all about fast forward movement and communication. So this person you could not be talking to them right now, but when you do talk to them, the conversation flows quite easy with the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This could also just be representing this person wanting to reach out and talk to you as well, you know? Like, that's my person. Like, I want to talk to them, okay, all the time. Having a little crushy crush on them, okay? The Hermit card is also giving someone who isn't as spiritually evolved as you. The Hermit card upright is kind of giving someone who is in the midst or in the middle of leveling up, but they haven't fully gotten there yet. Okay, the Hermit upright is someone who is successfully leveled up, okay, or someone who is successfully going inward and like meditating and knowing more about themselves and reading books and just like, you know, putting in the work to advance who they are as a person or upgrade them as a person, upgrade themselves is kind of the vibe the Hermit card upright gives. This person can be quite scrappy. This person could have a big, you know, member, or they have big D energy. This is a song that keeps playing in my head, but I'm not sure if it's now just stuck in my head, or if it's important for your reading. It came through in group 2 as well. It's Dancing with Your Ghost by Sasha Alex Sloan. Okay. I'm trying to see which lyrics kind of resonate with this reading here. Maybe somebody from group 2 is just watching, so I'm not getting the vibe of this song at all in your reading. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm going to exit out of the song. This reading is not giving me this vibe. But some of you could be coming and watching from group 2, which is why the song is coming through at all. Okay? This person likes to wear a lot of colors, so I'm seeing a lot of rainbow shining back at me in these cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So we could have some LGBTIA plus people in the reading. Welcome. I can't decide if this energy I'm getting is masculine or feminine. So this could just be someone who resonates as like they, them, or you know what I mean? Or they like respect all the genders. They don't really, you know, like to categorize themselves, could be coming through as well, right? Let's see what else we can get about who this person is. We're going to pull from another tarot deck and see what else comes through. Don't even think about it. We're trying to fall. Oh, that's so funny. Whenever this person starts falling for you, they have to stop. They have to stop themselves and be like, nope, we're not going to do it, okay? Because this deck almost fell all on the floor, and I was not trying to pick it up when it did that. So my group 3, their person, please spirit, their person. Who is the secret admirer? Can you tell me more about them? Guys, oh my freaking gosh. Why are the cards like this? They said we said what we said. Why is strength coming through again? And what was I saying about bosoms being important? That's exactly what they see when they look at you. They see big bosoms, okay? They think you're gorgeous, okay? This is kind of giving Mona Lisa as well, so they could think you're a work of art. And that makes a lot of sense because we have the world coming through for you guys. Like I said, everything about you that they see, they love. But we have strength coming through twice. Not once, but twice. To this person, this is like a very strong individual. It could be physically or mentally or both. This card came up saying, maybe not. We have the 8 of Swords, and so far we have 2 8s coming through. So these readings are going crazy today. We have double cards and double numbers showing up like crazy all around. Can we get some more cards? Okay, I guess we'll keep this. 5 of Swords. Someone who could be a little argumentative. We're getting a lot of swords and wands. Here we have the Fool, and then we have the 2 of Swords. Okay, so this could be a very decisive person. They're good at making decisions. They're good at weighing all their options. They're good at seeing all the information placed in front of them, making an educated or informed decision. That's even a very Mercury-ruled person. This person likes logics and facts and statistics. This was coming through as well. They could be like a math whiz, or they're really good at math. Every night I'm dancing with your ghost. Okay, so we have strength, we have 8 of Swords. This person is very much an overthinker, okay? But I think most of these cards wanted to come out in reverse. So this reversals also do kind of mean the opposite side of the card, or it means that trait or situation explained on the card is kind of blocked in this person's life. So we have the strength card come out upright. We have the 8 of Swords come out in reverse. This person's having a hard time coming out of their shell. They could be a really shy person as well. Or scared to show their emotions as well. I'm hearing scared to be perceived. But I'm hearing this person also has like so much love to give. Okay. Sorry, my eye was itching. So 7 of Wands, and look at this. She does leave this little cocoon. She has all these wolves out there ready to eat her. Or is she a part of the wolf pack? A wild, uninhibited person, you know? Then we have I'm pretty sure this is the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords is all about disagreements. It's all about unhappiness. That was my confirmation. There's like a little bit of thunder going on outside there. Not getting along with someone, okay? And it's kind of remembering me out how at Lord, I can't talk. How at a party, was it a party? No, it wasn't a party. Let me get back on track. Okay, so with this 5 of Swords coming through, it could definitely be someone who is how can I explain it? What's the word? I just had it and not like, yo, I'm getting annoyed now. What's the problem? Misunderstood. Thank you. The 5 of Swords definitely means someone who's misunderstood, whether it's you misunderstanding the situation they have with you or them misunderstanding the situation you have with them. There's something here about being misunderstood. The 5 of Swords also talks about like not getting along or fighting, verbal fighting, that kind of thing, going back and forth, sparring, dueling, arguing. That kind of energy was coming through with the 5 of Swords. It's funny how we have a headless horseman, or we have a headless person, and they just have this square of swords around them with the 5th sword in their hand, right? So someone who really can't see anything, so they lay down their weapon, right? This could be someone who you fight with often. Whether it's like a good friend or someone you like hate, it really just depends. Don't mind me. These bracelets are getting itchy. And then we have the 2 of Swords. So the 2 of Swords is all about making a decision. This person could be quite decisive or quite indecisive. The world may never know. There's definitely ways you can be both, for sure. Okay, what else do we have that's going to be coming through for you guys? We also have the Fool here. So someone who may want a new beginning, or someone who is quite adventurous, quite go with the flow. I'm getting someone who doesn't look before they leap, or someone who doesn't look behind them. They keep their head moving forward, because looking back never helped anybody. So they're very forward thinking, progressive minded. Like, I'm not going to dwell in the past, right? I just heard this person's like down bad for you. You know, I'm like, you know, the saying that parents or elders use whenever you're like always following behind your friend. You would follow your friends to the end of the earth, and they're like, oh, if your friend were to jump off a cliff, would you jump with them? This person's like, yeah, I would. Like, I would jump off a cliff to be with my group threes. Like, I would do what they do. I would follow behind them. Like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, so if your friend comes and say jump off a cliff, you're gonna jump off a cliff, this person's gonna be like, yeah. So they could be a little bit impulsive, and the Fool is definitely that impulsive energy coming through for your person. Sometimes they can think, sometimes they need to think before they act. That's what could be coming through as well. Because they're so like impulsive. There's no word, erratic, like that kind of like where something happens, they have to kind of like rectify it right away. You know what I mean? And that's could be how your person is, okay? Or they're just argumentative. They like to debate, go back and forth about certain things. All these things could apply. Just, you know, make it fit where it does. What else? The Fool is Aries energy, honestly. And Aries are like very bold, okay? They're very outspoken. They're not scared of anything. They're fearless, okay? I'm also hearing loyal. They care very much about how others are treated. So this person could definitely be like a big advocate for people, underdogs, people that can't speak for themselves, lesser people. Like, I don't want to say that because that sounds really rude. Like, not maybe like victims, people who can't speak up for themselves, literally, like, you know, animals, or people who have like speech impediments, or just they want to make the world a better place. And that's the kind of vibe coming through. So this person is and will defend you to the ends of the earth with the Seven of Swords coming through here, but they also will with the Strength card, okay? What else is coming through for your person? Let's get the dice out on the table and see what comes through. My group threes, please spread it. We have 4th house, home is coming through. This person likes to be at home. They're a homebody, what I just heard. We also have Aries energy, which is coming through in the Fool, very impulsive. They'll get up and do whatever they want, whenever they feel like doing it. If they feel like having McDonald's at 3 o'clock in the morning, they will get up and go to McDonald's and eat it, or order some McDonald's, okay? They don't deny themselves much in life. I heard life is too short, and is. Here we have Taurus coming through. So this is definitely a foodie. Someone who cares about how they look. They put time and energy into their appearance. Is definitely coming through for this person. Okay. They can be a little bit stylish, I would say. Like, I was getting like an image of like someone who's like sitting in front of a vanity, patting their cheek, saying, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the prettiest person of all. And of course it's not Aurora. I mean, stop it. Of course it's not Snow White. I mean, of course it's not the evil queen. What am I even saying? Oh my gosh, guys, forgive me. Where was I? I completely forgot where I left off. Okay, Taurus is coming through. Taurus rules over the senses. Okay, this person can be like very sensual. They like looking at themselves. They're very attractive. They know how to seduce people. They're very a seductress. I'm hearing a flirt, right? Taurus also rules over the 2nd house. This person could have a good job, okay? I'm hearing they have good feet. I'm trying to figure out where mirror, mirror on the wall came from. Like, I don't remember. Y'all, I'm dissociating real bad in this reading, guys. Just bear with me, okay? Bear with me. The 5 senses is a thing as well. But Taurus or Taurians, they like staying in the house, what I was saying. I feel like Taurus and 4th house is coming together. It makes a lot of sense because this person is like very much introverted and likes to be in their house. They love their own energy. Maybe not everyone else's. This person could be very defensive of their own energy in the 7 of Wands here. Not even just your energy. They could be very defensive of their energy in general, okay? Taurus also rules over the voice, the throat, the lips, I feel like. So that could be a thing for you guys. They have a good voice. Here we have Aquarius energy coming through. So someone who's very unique, very quirky, okay? Some may even say they're weird. Some may even say they're nerdy, they're dorky. But I don't see those things as a bad thing. So who cares what people might say about this person? Aquarius is definitely like a rebel. Rebellious? Rebel? He's definitely a rebel. There's the word. He's definitely a rebel. Does whatever they want, okay? Where's the other dice? We have what? We have Mars coming through again. That's crazy. We have Mars coming through again. So just be ready for the fire this person has. The fire. Because it's raining outside a little bit, I'm hearing she's bringing me the fire. You know what I mean? That song from Camp Rock 2. And we have 2nd house. Yeah, so we have 2nd house of Taurus coming through. So they're going to have money. They're going to be well situated. That kind of thing. They dress well, put themselves together well. Okay. I'm seeing a couple like making out in my mind, Nick and Alandria. So it's kind of giving, if you could have been with this person before, you could have kissed them. There could have been relations, whatever you want to call it. But it's giving me that scene where they kiss for the first time in soul ties, and that man looks drunk on her. He is drunk. His eyes are so unfocused for a few seconds, and then he's back to looking at her, and even his eyes then look like very gooey and oogly moogly. And then it's just like, this person, the feelings they feel, because they're just going to grab your face and kiss it, suck off all your lips, is what's coming through for this person. It's just like giving that aggressive, but it always looks and tastes and feels good. the kisses between them. I'm like, oh, okay, I see y'all, period. Okay, that's kind of coming through as well. Taking initiative is also something this person does. If you need something, you ask for something, they're going to be the first to stop and like get it for you. Like, what flavor, what this, what that, you know? This person is very playful and funny. Sorry. I stay trying to mix two words together in readings, please. Anything else coming through? We're going to put these back up here. Fourth house is Cancer energy. This person could be a Cancer. Mars is Aries. This person could be Aries. Taurus. This person could be a Taurus. We have Aquarius vibes coming through. We have Mars coming through again. So double Aries. This person could be double Aries and their sun, moon, or their rising, or their Venus. Okay. Mars, North Node. And then here we have second house. And the second house people, I heard Gemini. Like, I think they're smaller than everyone else. That could be something coming through. I heard that specifically from Spirit, not from, you know. I'm hearing this person could like to not waste your time or like show up late. Because I'm hearing that song from Camp Rock 2 as well, where it's like, I'm good at wasting time. I think lyrics need to rhyme and you're not asking. But I'm trying to grow a mustache. I eat cheese, but only on pizza, please. Song he sings to that girl when he introduces himself to her formally. Okay. This person would like to burst into song or sing to you. Okay. I'm hearing, I love it, sing to me, and I'm sing, I love it. That song is coming through as well. This person could like to be the center of attention as well, especially with the Strength card coming through here. They like to be the center of attention. Let's see what else we can get about your person. What more do we need to know about their person? Who are they? Okay. We have a messenger. You could be receiving a message from this person really soon, or just like talking if you don't want to be the one to reach out. This person could like definitely send you a letter. You guys could be into that old-timey kind of romance, or they could be into that old-timey romance. Here we have a gift. Yeah, we have a messenger and they're coming with a gift. How cute. And here we have foe. What? Enemies to lovers? Is that what this is? A foe. That's crazy. And then we have letter. Yeah, look what I was saying. You're going to get a letter from this person. Why not just send a text? Come on now. Don't do that. A letter going to take some time, but it's cute though, okay? And may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Oh, and be the road less one is the one that you follow. Oh, because here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the song, the name that's making me sing. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it all. That song's coming through. Have It All by Jason Mraz. I had to figure out the songs while I was singing. I apologize. Who? We got over the who. We have gift. They definitely have some money on them, okay? Or some means to get you back. If you ever needed them to. This could be an old-fashioned person as well. Especially if they're a feminine energy, they're waiting for you to reach out to them. That's the best they could do, they said. That's what I just heard. If that's the best I can do, I'm not going to be running after nobody. This person definitely likes old-fashioned forms of communication with the letter and the messenger coming through. This person could definitely be coming to mail something to you. This could be a male person that has a little bit of a secret admiration on you. They come to your building every once in a while, right, to drop off packages, and they leave. But they remember like your face and your name. Here we have they'll be back. So that's confirmation right there. They'll be back soon. Expect to hear from them. Then we have vacation. When they will be back, they will be giving you vacation. The way will be worth waiting soon. So soon is going to be, you know, right around the corner. Here we have challenges. Make a decision today. Work on inner healing later. Secret admirer for my group 3s, please, Spirit. Just give me one more card. Anyone ask for one? We have date night. Get ready to be wined and dined. So this person definitely wants to take you out, okay? Who this person is, I think, I don't know, a foe? Like, foe is like giving evil villain vibes, right? So you could be falling in love with the bad girl, the bad boy, that kind of thing. We have the letter. This person could be like old-fashioned or just older in general, where they kind of bring you handwritten letters, which is so stinking cute, okay? So stinking cute. Oh, another one, sorry. We have patience. Just a few more months, good things will come to those who wait. So this person is like definitely in the waiting phase. I feel like, and then we also have moving, change of residence, moving in with your partner. It's kind of like things are moving very fast in this person's life, and they may like need some time to acclimate to their new surroundings, their new normal, their new life. And once they do that, you're going to be like the first person on their mind. They're going to ask you on a date. Once they kind of get their ish together, if you understand what I mean. It just takes a few months. They'll be back. Patience. Date night. Trying to figure out if there's anything else I need to know about who this person is. Get ready to be wined and dined. I'm getting a little bit of new energy, but I'm also getting a little bit of past energy as well. So if you can have both spectrums like watching this reading. This person likes to like do like manly things for you. I'm seeing how on the way back from Love Island, Nick was like pushing both 𝐓𝐡𝐮𝐬 and 𝐓𝐈𝐌𝐄𝐒𝐄𝐬 suitcase. But at the airport, they're walking, and he's like pulling 2 suitcases, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, it's so cute! He's pulling 𝐓𝐿andria's suitcase," and like, "Oh, well, he's pulling 𝐓𝐻𝐿da's too." And people are like, "Oh," you know, getting mad. This person likes to do things for you. They could pay for vacations, ask you to move in with them, especially if you've overcome any like big major challenges in this short amount of time. You know. Sorry, I was just laughing at something I saw. Okay, so we have messenger. So this could be someone you're talking to, you know? This could be someone you're talking to, you talk to them often, that kind of thing. Because we have letter, and then we have messenger, so it's giving a lot of communication. And then we have gift, exactly. This person likes to do things for you and buy you things. This is definitely the vibe that's coming through here. The Fool, someone who wants a new beginning with you, someone who's very carefree, someone who's very loving, okay? Someone who's very they're like not risky, they like to take risks. They like to like, you know, do things that get their heart pumping, okay? They're definitely feeling themselves. This person has like very high confidence with Mars coming through twice. Very fiery individual here, okay? And you got dang near all major arcana. We have strength, we have lovers, and then we have whatchamacallit, hermit. Then we have strength, and we have the Fool, and the rest are just swords. So this person's always thinking instead of doing, honestly, is what the vibe that I'm getting as well. They're always thinking how to do things instead of doing them for real. And that's that 8 of Swords, and then you get stuck sometimes. With like you're running around like a chicken without a head. And the 2 of Swords, they spend a lot of time thinking to themselves how they could have done this, how could they do this, how could they could be a better person. Okay, so let me get some cards from this deck to see what is the future from this connection, or what do they want from you, this person. My group 3s, please, Spirit. My group 3s. What does their secret admirer want from them, please, Spirit? What does their secret admirer want from them? I'm looking back over at the Ace of Swords at the top of the deck over there. So it's giving they want to have a conversation. They want to clear the air. We have Justice. Yeah, they want to clear the air. And she's definitely giving Empress energy in this card. I don't know why. It's just something about the way she's dressed. They want you to look nice and fine and cute, and they want to have that conversation. They want to make things right. They could have done something wrong to you, and there's something they have to kind of make up for. What do they want with you? They want some good karma. Here we have, look, the Two of Cups. They're so freaking cute. This person wants the potential for a connection. We have Three of Pentacles, then we have Five of Cups. Wow. I think this person's like really sad without you. I don't know if you have like a prior connection to them. I don't really remember half of what I said for how you may know this person. I think there's something here about you guys knowing each other already. They have a big crush on you, and they're just waiting for like the other shoe to drop. They're waiting for you to notice. They're waiting for their in. It's kind of vibe that's coming through. You know, out of all the groups, I would say your group would be the one where you know your person better than they do. Okay, or more than they do. So you know of them, you've talked to them, been around them, that kind of thing. This person, I'm hearing more of that, please. More of that, please. They want more of what you already have going on with this person. So it's giving you're dating, you're in the talking phase, you're trying to figure out what they want versus what you want, that kind of thing. And that's kind of like where the connection is at right now. Right? You may be friends, that kind of thing, you know? Or this person was there holding you down when everything was going like, you know, to shit, right? And I'm hearing that song, sister song, holding me down, like you're the only one that was holding me down. What they want with you, we have Two of Cups, we have Three of Pentacles. They want to be playful, they just want to have fun, right? That's what the Three of Pentacles is giving me here. They just want to have fun, and they want to move on from any sad times you may have had in the connection, right? They want to get rid of any bad luck. And I love, love, love how the Justice card is coming out. Move it over a little more. How the Justice card is coming out with this Five of Cups. They want things to go back to how they were. They want things, their wrongs, to be righted, okay? They want to get back to this very playful, kid-like energy. I'm hearing summer love, okay? There's a lot of songs with summer love in it, okay? But what my favorite is One Direction. Cause you were mine for the summer. Now I know it's nearly over. Feels like snow in September, but I always will remember you were my summer love. Summer love. Summer love vibe is coming through. This person could like want you to be their summer love because it's summer right now, right? Even though I'm looking outside, it's like raining and it's dark, but it was summer earlier, I promise, okay? It's summer right now. This person's going to want to fall in love with you for the summer. This person could be going through some sadness right now without you being there because their intentions are to right the wrong, so they could have wronged you, right? To date you, to get to know you better. This is like giving shy glances, giving opposites attract, right? This person's like easy to smile. Let me show you the card because it's so stinking cute. This person is easy to smile. This person here is like more reserved. This person here is light and bright and blonde. This person's dark and moody and freaking, you know, brunette, right? And they're both like drinking beer. It's kind of giving like King of the Hill vibes, is what this is showing me here. But yeah, wasn't it for your group that I was talking about, star-crossed lovers? That's definitely the vibe that's coming through here. They're sad because they met you. They knew immediately you were the one, but things don't seem to be going the way they want them to, right? Which is why we have this Justice card here. We finally want our fair shot at love, at a long-lasting connection, right? When is it going to be our turn, you know? And then the Five of Cups is like sadness, crying over spilled milk. So this person wants to kind of eradicate the energy. They want to, because the balance and Justice card is kind of also giving me righting the wrong or righting the sadness. You know what I mean? Three of Pentacles working together, having fun. And I love how we're getting beach vibes. We're getting sitting on the porch during summer, the cat's playing, right? The Justice card here is definitely giving picnic vibes, if you will. So it's definitely giving falling in love for the summer. I love this for you guys. So you have a secret of mind that kind of wants to come in right now and make the best of the summer together with you. This is when everything's open, when you can have the most fun with people, okay? And here we have, Ten of Wands. And then we have Queen of Swords. Oh, there could have been a falling out for sure. This person wants to take back control. They're sad, they're burdened, they're worrying a lot about something, or they're just very busy. Ten of Wands is not always about like carrying a lot of swords. Carrying a lot of swords can simply mean you're busy with work and you have no time to talk to someone. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like, how can you take someone out for all these beautiful, cute dates if you don't got no monies, right? It's giving catch-22. Like, I found this person that I love. There's so much attraction here with the Ace of Wands coming through. Like, they're making me grow and evolve in ways I never thought that I would become, right? And it's like taking me to like Nick and Laundry again, how he would say that I'm more goofy and you kind of bring the man out in me, and how she's more reserved and shy and he brings out the like a more laughy, giggly, goofy side of her. And it's kind of like opposite attract in a way, you know? That's what's coming through for you guys. I still want to know what I was forgetting in the beginning of the reading. It's going to piss me off since it hasn't come back around, you know? But that's the vibe that I'm getting from this reading here. It's like this person wants to make things work with you. There could have been some words they want to say, because this is what they want, right? The Queen of Swords, to clear the air, have a conversation, be blunt, straightforward about how they feel, what they want. 10 of Wands is to release this burden. This little burden they're having. A 10 is always an ending. They want to end this burden. They want to end this overthinking, carrying more than they can carry. Carrying more than they can carry. They want to get rid of this heavy load, right? And that could mean... that could be taken in more ways than one. This person could be like attracted to you with the Ace of Wands coming through here, and they finally want to release that load. You know what I mean? Ew, this person is so moved, dirty. But it's like giving you bring the man or the woman out of them. It's the vibe that's coming through here, right? When life is like, I'm hearing when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. When life gives you a shot at this star-crossed love energy, like no matter what I do, no matter how hard I work, it seems like we can't get things to work. That's the kind of vibe coming through here, which is why it's becoming burdensome. But this person kind of just wants to clear the air and say what they need to say and kind of move on from it, okay? Okay. And that's why we have Mars coming through like twice. Because this person is like very, you know, passionate about you with all these wands coming through for sure. This person is very passionate, okay? They could be carrying, and they could have been carrying these feelings for a long time. They don't really know what to do with them. And now it's just like, can't they finally just be gone? Leave me alone. You know what I mean? But this is like a very sensual, very sexy, very like hardworking, someone you can look up to. That thunder was my confirmation. Jeez Louise. Is it like really storming outside? I need to get home, guys. Let me finish this reading. I still have one more reading to go. Can you imagine? Like I'm crying right now. But anyway, we have, yeah, all these cards are basically just saying this person likes you. They feel a strong bond with you. This person is very strong, right? Like I said, they could be able to carry you, or they want to carry all these burdens, because we have a lot of like a little bit of heavy energies coming through here, and they're carrying it so well. You know what I mean? And I'm hearing that song by Sam Fisher, Carry It Well. Just because I carry it well doesn't mean it isn't heavy and I don't need some help. Sometimes I keep it locked up, but all I want now is somebody who can show me how it's going to turn out. Because I thought I'll be doing better by now. But don't I carry it well? You know? They have to be strong. Mars coming through twice. They have to be strong and keep fighting and bold and like just continuously fighting all the things coming their way, the feelings, the tiredness, the misfortunes. They're kind of like, I'm tired. Where's my justice? When is that coming? With you, most specifically, they can have like things going on in their life, but they want to know where is this going with you in particular, okay? Which is why, like I said, we have this foe, right? We have this letter. They want to say something. They want to get something off their chest. We have the messenger. I love how we have the letter, then we have the messenger. So someone is writing a letter or writing out how they feel. They want to say how they feel, right? And it's kind of also giving me how at the end of Love Island, I keep bringing it up, I'm sorry, how Nick wrote a whole cute love letter to Nicolandria. I'm so sorry. He wrote, I've been saying that so much over the past few days. It's kind of like Nicolandria is their cute nickname, whatever. But he wrote a cute little message for Alandria, and how she wrote a cute little message for him, okay? And it kind of like bare their souls to each other. Like they had to write it down and read it out to each other. That's kind of the vibe coming through here, okay? This person could be trying to put their thoughts to paper, feelings to paper, to kind of make sense of it. Because like I said, there's a lot going on in their life right now. This 10 of Wands coming through here. But the Queen of Swords means they kind of want to get something off their chest, okay? But we have gift. They want to give you a gift. They want to give you something. They want to take you out. They want to treat you. But you will be traveling soon. They could be wanting to treat you to a vacation. They're definitely going to be back, right? With this. And look, we have the letter with the heart. There's something here about a letter or a message. Challenges, trying to make a decision, they're trying to work on your healing. That is this Hermit card in reverse, okay? Instead of running away, they want to run towards you. Patience, just a few more months. Good things come to those who wait. So in a few months, things can be going, you know, much better than they are now in this connection. Then we also have a date night coming up, and we have moving, okay? So things can like move or progress fast with this person, like once you start dating, because you guys can move in with each other, you know, fairly quickly. I think the feelings here are pretty deep, or this has like potential to be something really great. It's also a vibe that I'm getting from this reading here. It's the longest of the 3 readings so far, and I believe I'm on group 3, child. I think it's only group 3. But yeah, this person wants to defend you. They want to fight for you. They want to keep you safe. This person could be the person who's always sticking up for you, always coming to your rescue, that kind of thing. And it's like, it was always meant to be, but they haven't realized it yet, or you haven't realized it yet, that kind of thing. There's passion, attraction here. It's definitely giving 𝐓𝐈𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐴. Like I said, in the beginning, he was scared to tell her how he felt. He was a secret admirer for so long, but the attraction was always there, because during challenges, he would always pick her and kiss her down. Like, he would pick her up to be slapping the booty, thrusting, grinding, like just fully going out in every challenge. And it's like, 𝐓𝐈𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐴, girl, did you not realize he liked you? That, like, you know, it's like oblivious, you know? Okay, but yeah, a lot of attraction. This person's like, yeah, down bad for you for sure. But I'm going to leave your reading right here. I hope it resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 4s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose thumbnail image 4, or however you found your way here, welcome and thank you for joining me today. Today's reading is dedicated to all the 𝐓𝐈𝐼𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐴 fans out there, okay? This reading is dedicated to Nick and 𝐓𝐈𝐼𝐼𝐼𝐿𝐴𝐴 from Love Island Season 7, okay? I'm not going to spoil it for nobody, okay? But there's something about a friends to lovers dynamic that I just love, okay? And that's what their relationship ended up being on this season of Love Island. It just came out of nowhere. It was very unexpected. It was something that I wanted, that I didn't know I wanted until it like was put in front of my face. And it was something that I like kind of thought in the back of my mind, and then it kind of happened, and I was like, I love this so much. And then we all became obsessed. And I'm like, I've been like stuck watching the edits and the this and the that and the commentary, and it's so good. I'm usually someone who like keeps Love Island to myself. I just watch it with me by myself or with my best friend, which I think we watched last season together, but it's something I only used to watch by myself before it became even big. And now since last season and this season, it became like a phenomenon and everybody loved it. And I'm like, okay, now I can share this love and this hate with everyone else. But their friends lover dynamic just melted my heart. I love it so much. I'm obsessed, okay? So I decided to take that and put it into a reading. Who is secretly admiring you the way Nick was admiring or, you know, yearning after 𝐓𝐈𝐼𝐼𝐼 this whole season, but didn't really say anything about it, right? Who is your secret admirer? We're going to get to know more about them, who they are, how they're feeling, that kind of thing. And then towards the end, what comes next, depending on how the reading goes, okay? So let's get straight into your reading. We're going to figure out who this person is, first and foremost. We have the Tower and we have Strength. Okay, be prepared for the 𝐓𝐈𝐼𝐼𝐼 references in the reading, because their love story definitely helps, or the way he acted toward her and what they experienced in the show definitely helps me, you know, better explain some of the themes that are coming through in the reading. Look at that. What the heck? Stop playing in my face. Now, at the bottom, we have the Knight of Swords. And before that, it was the Hierophant. Yep, it's still there. So we have definitely someone who wants to talk about a commitment, or wants to talk about making things official or moving things forward, right? The Hierophant is someone who's like very serious, very well-meaning, very grown, very wise, very mature, okay? And he's the people who everyone goes to like to get married. You know, he represents the priest. He's the high priest. I don't know what they call him, the Hierophant. He's the high priest to the high priestess. And most of the time, those are the people who are going to marry us in the church, okay? You have to be married by someone who has been ordained, I believe it's called. So that's what's coming through here. This person wants to talk to you about maybe getting married or what you want. They want to get to know more about you. So that's coming through. Knight of Swords is an air sign energy. So we have Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini coming through for who this person is. And the Hierophant is Taurus, please. Okay. someone who's possessive of you already, someone who's very possessive, because the Four of Pentacles wanted to come out, but I didn't get a good shuffling yet, so we're going to keep shuffling. So for my group 4s, wow, we have 10 of Pentacles, okay. It came out in reverse, so we'll see what the other cards say. If they all come out in reverse, then we have a story. We have the 8 of Swords. Yeah, look what I was saying. Someone who wants to discuss long-term commitment with you, but they're a little scared. They're very much in their head, in their shell, terrified of what you may say or that you may say no, maybe. Okay? The Hierophant coming out, told me everything I needed to know. And the Knight of Swords is someone who wants to start a conversation with you, you know? It may be a little impulsive. It may be something you weren't expecting, but it's a conversation they need and want to have with you. Their secret admirer, please, Spirit. 10 of Pentacles to be someone who's very, you know, stable. 8 of Pentacles, they overthink. Like, they play victim sometimes, or they kind of put themselves in chains and think they can't do stuff. They, like, underestimate themselves. But I feel like a 10 of Pentacles person should not underestimate themselves. But I feel like it's that kind of person who's, like, so well-meaning and someone who has so much going for them. Those are sometimes the people who really just, like, don't feel the most confident, but it's the people who have nothing going for them, who raggedy daggedy, don't got a job, who really be the ones who are the most confident people you'll ever meet. And I'm like, houseway, very ghetto, please. Some people need a reality check out here in the world, but the person who has a lot going for them, who has, like, a lot of love to give, and who wants this love and who wants this family, sometimes has the hardest time admitting to it, or going after it, or receiving it, or believing they deserve it. All those things are coming through. This person can be that kind of person. They want this happily ever after, but they're stuck in their head about it, okay? 8 of Swords is always an energy of being stuck, but having the tools and the key to unlock yourself from the freaking handcuffs, okay? To get yourself out of jail. So you have the get out of jail free card, okay? Here we have the Queen of Cups. Someone who feels a lot. Oh, this person's so little. I already like them. I just want to hug them. This person is very sensitive. They're very intuitive, right? They feel a lot. They pick up on people's emotions as well. And I do believe they're like a pleaser, and not like the, you know, sexual way. Could be, right? But it's kind of giving someone who wants to make sure everyone around them feels good and everyone around them is happy. Because if you're not, they're going to be able to feel it, and that's ghetto. And I completely understand that logic, okay? You are someone who feels everyone's emotions. You're an empath. And when you're around people and this person's sad and this person's upset and this person's angry, you can feel all those bad vibes. So it's kind of like, ugh. This person can, like, isolate themselves with the 8 of Swords because they feel too much when they're around a big group of people, right? Makes sense. But this person wants to make sure everyone is okay, and they can find themselves catering to everyone else but themselves. Because I feel like even when you're on your own and you're unhappy, like, how can I explain this properly? It's like you could be happy with yourself, so there's no need for you to always be checking in on yourself. But when you're always, like, picking up on everyone else's emotions, it's kind of, like, imperative for you to now fix their emotions instead of worrying about your own, because it's theirs that you feel when you're in the quiet and trying to have some peace and quiet. You know what I mean? It's theirs, you feel it, and, you know, ensnared by, tangled by, confused by, upset by, hurt by, more so than your own. So now, instead of focusing on how you're feeling is how everyone else is feeling. So you can't even focus on how you're feeling, but until you focus on how everyone else is feeling. I hope that makes sense. It's that kind of person that's coming through in this reading. So they could be someone who's, like, catering to you and catering to everyone else and making sure everyone else is happy. This person could have a family, they could have kids, they could have an ex-wife, they could have something. But there's something here about them always trying to make sure everyone else around them is good. Sometimes in detriment to themselves, okay? But someone's very caring, a very caring and kind individual. But the Queen of Cups has a tendency to be a pushover. And look, we have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is giving big baller energy, okay? And then we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. That's literally all they do is try to unstress and unburden themselves. This person likes leisure. This person doesn't like to stress about certain things, which is why they can probably keep to themselves. They don't like drama, this person here. With the Queen of Cups coming through, we have Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces energy. I do believe Queen of Cups is predominantly Cancer energy. So the mother, the 4th house energy coming through. Take care of. Okay, I'm hearing to serve as well. It's giving Virgo vibes. You know, the person who wants to make sure everyone else is good, right? So it's definitely giving overprotective sometimes, right? People pleaser. And then we have King of Pentacles, which is predominantly, I'm pretty sure it's predominantly Taurus, the King of Pentacles. Yeah, predominantly Taurus, because the bull is prominent in this card here. So I think it's Taurus. And then we have 10 of Wands, which I'm not sure what that is. Okay. 10 of Wands is just, you know, fire signs. So who this person is, I think we got enough about who they are. But the King of Pentacles is definitely someone who buys, caters. They want to be a family man or a woman. They want to have the kids. They want to settle down. That's the vibe coming through. This person could already have kids and they want more. Like their life is all about providing for everyone else. So if they are, how can I describe it? Their job could also be catering to everyone else, making sure everyone is good. They could like work in hospitality or something like that, where everything is about making sure the client is happy and the customer is always right, and that kind of mess. Like, I don't believe in that mentality, because y'all know they ain't right. Like, most of the time they're not right, okay? And I'm gonna call you out when you're not right. But this person, like giving Libra, they don't like conflict, you know? This person could have a Libra moon, you know? Where they kind of avoid conflict at all costs. They are the mediator. They want to make sure everyone is happy and comfortable and safe, because that's what makes them happy. Making sure everyone else is happy, right? Okay. Yes, family man, have kids, could be married, could if they're married, how ghetto, right? They could have been married before in the past. And they could have gotten divorced with this 10 of Wands in the, you know, in reverse. That's very funny, but also very ghetto, okay? I'm going to get some cards from this deck here and see what else we're getting from them. So home life is important to them. You could know this person through family, okay? That's something coming through as well. I'm seeing the Ace of Cups. Why does it look like that? You have the Ace of Cups and the Two of Swords. This could be someone who's like a part, not a part of your family. That sounds weird. This could be someone who you have considered family for the longest time, or it's kind of like your mom had a best friend growing up and she had a child that was always your age, and now you guys considered family. So it would be kind of weird if you wanted to be with them because you consider them to be like a sister or whatever, but they're not technically blood, right? And they've been admiring you since you guys were young. They had a crush on you, but you never knew. That kind of vibe is coming through. So it's not giving, you know, blood liking you or admiring you. Could be, if you want to take it in a platonic sense, right? A family member's like admiring you secretly because they're proud of you. They can't say it out loud, right? But Ace of Cups is giving love, and Two of Swords is giving, should I or shouldn't I tell them how I feel, right? They're stuck between a rock and a hard place, because either way they're going to be stuck wallowing or, you know, suffering with these feelings for you for the rest of their life if they don't say anything. But if they do say something, you don't like it, we're going to lose you as well. So it's like, which one do I choose? Lose them forever, or pretend that you take a chance and see where things go, right? I'm getting a specific scene from a show that I was watching. I think it was I think it's called Forever. Yes, the new kind of new show. It's a few months old now. Forever on, I think it's called Forever anyway. Forever on Netflix, between two children who met when they were like in grade school, and they find each other again at the end of high school, senior year, okay? And they're already navigating things with family, her family, his family. He deals with ADHD. He doesn't want to tell anybody. He's hiding it. You know what I mean? She deals with, there's like a sex tape that got out about her with some nasty, crusty old guy at her old school, and she's dealing with a whole bunch of stuff, and he helps her through that. But whatever, this is not about their relationship. It's about more towards the end of the season. He has his mom, I should say, has a friend, right? And their friend, or the mom's friend, has a daughter his age. And when him and the girl is like in a rough patch in their connection, the girl is kind of like, I want to lose my virginity, you know what I mean? And I want you to do it. And he's kind of like, well, I'm not in the right mind space. I'm still, you know, getting over this girl, whatever. And she's kind of like, I'm not saying I'm like in love with you or anything. I'm just saying that I'd rather it be you that I lose my virginity to than some stranger or someone. Because I'm really like, you know, Randy. She's really the, you know, HORNY she wants to like get it over with. And she's like, I think she said something about she got caught using her toothbrush by her father. Mortifying, I know. And she just wants to get over with it. She just wants to have it, you know. And he's like, good enough. It's basically what she's saying. But that dynamic is what's coming through. They go on vacation to Martha's Vineyard every summer, and they've been doing it since they've been young. And now that they're grown, teenagers about to graduate school, she's feeling all those teenager hormones. She's like, I just want to get it over with. I want you to be my first. He's kind of like, I have a feelings for this other girl, and that kind of vibe is coming through. So childhood friends, childhood best friends, childhood whatever you want to call it, that dynamic. Mom's best friend's daughter, dad's best friend's son, whatever you want to call it. Is coming through here for you guys. What else can I be getting? Like, that's what the Ten of Pentacles is giving me. Someone through family. Eight of Swords, they feel stuck and trapped. They can't say anything about it, but they have all these deep feelings for you. They have basically grown up with you, right? King of Pentacles could mean it's on your father's side that this is coming from. Or someone who can see themselves like settling down through wanting to provide for you, Or this is just a provider, period. This is who they are. It doesn't have to be who they are in regards to you. Like I said, King of Pentacles, where they want to take care of, they want to provide, they want to have, they want to be the head of a household, So little. And a Ten of Wands, they could be like a very carefree kind of person, or they don't really have many things to like worry about. Because if you have Ten of Pentacles and King of Pentacles, it's giving you rolling a dough, right? They have a really good job, if anything else. If any of those other things do not resonate, this person is rolling in dough. They have money, they have a good job, a stable head on their shoulders, very mature. They could be older than you by 10 years or more, okay? And that's the vibe that's coming through here. This could be a boss, I'm hearing for others of you. Very ghetto, but okay. This could be also like... that sounds a little creepy. A father figure in your life, but they're not related to you by blood. Like, I don't know how sure I am about that one, but it's coming through, I'm trying to give different instances. King of Pentacles gives me someone who took care of you. Like, it's like proximity to family, but they're not blood related. A guardian of sorts. They took you off the street, gave you a place to stay. Queen of Cups nurtured you back to life. Exactly, but that's kind of cringy. I don't know. Is that grooming? I don't know. It's a slippery slope, right? But I mean, as long as you're not blood, I guess. I don't know. But that's what's coming through here. And at the bottom of the deck, we still have the Ace of Cups. And then we have the Judgment card as well. And the Judgment always gives like fated events. You were fated to meet each other. Oh, yes. But Queen of Cups is definitely someone who takes care of you and cares about you a lot. For who this person is, who the secret admirer is, okay? And I love that because when Nick was giving his speech to Olandria at the end of the season, he was like, it doesn't matter if we end up being partners, lovers, or just best friends. Nothing will ever, like, you'll never understand how much I care about you. And I'm like, tears, yes, period. Like, they're so stinking cute. Like, I just can't. And that could be what's coming through as well, how they started off as friends, and it was kind of weird to go from that friend dynamic to the lover dynamic. So it's like, I care about you a lot. We built the foundation based on friendship, and now we're trying to move it towards something a little bit. He was always taking care of her, you know what I mean? Holding her hand, helping her up places, you know what I mean? Defending her, coming to her rescue, that kind of thing. I was mentioning it on group 3, how when it was time for her to be sent home, he was standing 10 toes down for her. And also there was another part of the show where they were like having to dress all naughty and get everybody's heart rates up, and he was sucking on them toes. He was, oh God, the way I was like screaming and acting a fool in my room. I'm like, what do you mean? Not you sucking on them like, he was just giving her eye contact and just, I'm like, her feet were bare on the ground. He did not care. He was sucking on them things like goddess worship. Oh, child. He was a freak, guys. Nick is a freak. Like, I'm sure if you've seen this season, you know that. But I'm telling you, if you haven't, he's always kissing. Like, there was like a scene where they had to like play a game and like drink cow milk from fake udders and like spit it into their partner's mouth. And he was just there drinking the milk, and like his tongue was out, and he was like, shaking his head all wild, you know what I mean? And I'm like, Nick, please, oh Lord. It's just nasty. And he was just making the most of the moment, He always there to lighten the mood. But I'm like, child, that man was a freak, right? And he was sucking on her toes. He was always 10 toes down for her. He was always cooking her food. And when he first came in, yes, this is a perfect example, but stick with me. When he first came into the villa, you have to like do an interview, right? On why you're there, what you're looking for. And one of the first things he said is, I want somebody to take care of. And then more like towards the end of the season, he's just like, because every time you couple up with someone, you have to make a cute little speech like, why are you coupling up with them? Why did you choose this boy? Why did you choose this girl? Whatever. When Nicolandria, I keep saying Nicolandria. When Olandria, I'm so sorry. This ship has me in a chokehold, guys. Okay, Nicolandria is their couple's name, but when Olandria chose Nick, first of all, he skipped and like clapped his like, you know, like when you jump up and, you know, tap your heels together. He did that. He was so giddy. He was happy. He went and sat down. Then you're supposed to say, oh, why are you happy? This person chose you. And he was like, yeah, I'm happy because now all I want to do is like take care of her or whatever, or just be the man she needs me to be. And I'm like, period poop, right? And he's just like that kind of person. So he is goofy. He has his moments, right? But he's also, he came into the villa saying he wants someone to take care of. He wants someone to travel with, someone to get up one day and just like, you know, end up on the other side of the world just because, like, you know, just sweet vibes, right? And that can be who this person is as well, right? Okay, so let's get into some more cards. I was chatting too much. Is this... We have the 9 of Pentacles coming through for your person. So yeah, this person likes to luxury. They like to buy things. Okay, we have a lot of Pentacles coming through for this person as well. Look at this person's smile. She's so cute. She's so cute. Just show you the cards so you can see a little better. She's so cute. They can have a nice smile as well, this person. Auburn hair. Brown hair with green eyes. But 9 of Pentacles is someone who is comfortable, someone who is single and ready to mingle, ready to settle down. They're looking for the 10 of Cups. That's the next step after 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles, I've built my empire. I'm chilling, I'm relaxing, I'm living lavishly. And now I'm just waiting for someone to share all that with. It's basically the vibe coming through. Lord. This card wants to come out. We have the Hangman. Yeah, someone who's hanging back and watching things unfold is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. That's literally what secret admirers do. And that's what he admitted to doing the whole season. Like, I've always been a secret admirer. And he was like, I'm so sorry I never said anything earlier, you know? They're so cute. I don't know what else to say. I love them so much. We have... These are a lot of cards. Are we taking all of them? We have the Queen of Cups coming through again. And this bunch of cards that came out. So we have a repeating card. I guess we'll take her. We also have the 6 of Wands. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the 3 of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups. The 4 of Cups. This person is scared of getting their feelings hurt. It's also something that's coming through. But because we have the Queen of Cups already come through, we're going to keep that one out. And we're going to keep shuffling. Who is the secret admirer? Please, someone wants to take care of you, or someone who is already taking care of you, someone who you could be already married to. This could be a husband coming through, a boyfriend, a fiance, or just someone who wants to be more. I'm also hearing stepbrother. Can y'all not? Please do not scandalize me up in here today. We have the 6 of Swords. Healing. This person could have healed you. It's kind of giving me this person took you under their wing and kind of like healed you a little bit. They kind of took you under their wing and this person could have turned you into the 9 of Pentacles. They could have, you know, showed you how to, they could have gave you a job, gave you a place to stay, that kind of thing. Or someone who's like always giving you money, doting on you, buying you gifts, that's giving sugar daddy vibes. You know what I mean? Queen of Cups is definitely a nurturer. So someone who's nurtured you, because we have her coming out twice, right? So who this person is towards you, so you can know them better. Someone who's always like there for you, or taking care of you, or making sure you're good, checking in. If you need money, they're giving you a little bit of money in your hand. Like I said, this doesn't have to be romantic at all. This could be platonic. It could be a family member who's always making sure you're good, and they're like secretly admiring everything you're doing, because they could have a hard time expressing that love or pride to you. Like, I'm so proud of you for this. They can't say it, so they're like, you know, just feeling it. So someone who would have raised you, literally, okay? That's for the platonic people. If it's for the people romantically, I don't know what to tell y'all, because that's a little ghetto for me, you know? They raised you, now they want to be with no, me no like you, okay? But that's what's coming through. Six of Swords is also traveling, so this could be someone who you travel with. This could be a travel buddy. I'm hearing timeshare for whatever reason, and I'm being taken to how in Why Did I Get Married, which is funny how I was mentioning marriage up here in the first portion. Why Did I Get Married? It's a bunch of friends who are married who bought a timeshare in like a cabin, and they go there every winter to catch up because their lives are all so busy, and they meet up at the cabin and like see what's going on and hang out and have fun. And it's like Why Did I Get Married by Tyler Perry. It's ghetto, guys. The first one is ghetto, the second one is even more ghetto. It's just very, very, very ghetto, okay? But yeah, that's what is kind of coming through. They go to a timeshare every, like, they're married couples, right? Like I said. So this could be someone who's married, or like I said, this could be your spouse, right? Okay? Or someone who's married who is secretly admiring you. And they could, like, this could be someone who's married and they kind of took you under their wing and you're staying in their house, and they're like, there are situations like that in the world, right? They see you struggling and their spouse and their family took you in, and now you're staying at their house and you're like a ward, you could be paying for them for rent or whatever. They're trying to help you get on your feet, and the husband or the wife fell in love with you. Now they're secretly admiring you, but they're not supposed to because it feels wrong. Oh Lord. But that's the kind of vibes coming through. Or this could just be someone who could be going through a divorce, or who has been divorced already. They were married, they're divorced now. No need to be in an uproar, right? And now they're just like, I want that feeling of settling down again, and they wanted to be with you, right? And they're like helping you build up your career. The Nine of Pentacles, helping you become, financially independent, emotionally stable. You know what I mean? They're hanging back while you do all these good things, while you travel the world, live your life. You know what I mean? Heal. Become the most mature version of you. And the more mature you get, the more their feelings grow, because now you're grown, right? Okay, this is madness, I would say. But the Six of Swords, like I said, is travel. And then we also have somebody sitting at a table, right, in a big old house, and they're sitting at the table waiting for the food to come. So this could be somebody with a big house, right? I just heard Hugh Hefner. Oh God, please. One more card, please. Their secret admirer. What more can you tell me? How else will they be able to identify this person if they're meant to identify them at all? Yeah, it's kind of giving mentor vibes for me. Here we have Five of Swords, and then we have Two of Wands in reverse. So someone who is kind of like conflicted, or they know it can never go anywhere, Not every person who's secretly admiring you is meant to go anywhere serious. Maybe some of you could be, I don't know. But the Two of Wands in reverse is kind of giving me things are kind of like stuck right now. They're not really going anywhere. They're not moving, or they're not planning to go. Okay, so this person could want things to move forward, but they're like stuck in their head, and it's kind of like they could think you guys could be in a fight right now, or they don't think you would want to be with them, kind of thing, Five of Swords is miscommunication, not really picking up on the right things. Like, they could be feeling one way and thinking you're feeling one way, but you're not actually feeling that way, right? It's kind of like lost in translation vibes. You having a conversation and they could be dropping hints, and because you're not picking it up, they're like, oh, they're not interested. And you could be not interested, but maybe you could be interested, but you're like, this person's not going to want to be with me. They don't want me. And that's where things are kind of like getting lost in translation. They could like you could like them, but it's not really going to go anywhere because you guys are both like, a little bit stuck. Now, let's get some more cards to see what else we can get. Who is this person that is secretly admiring my group force, please, Spirit? Who is this person? It is giving older gentleman, though, for real. What about... Yo, I could just scream. Why do we have old woman coming out as soon as I'm saying an older gentleman? And what was I saying about you could be renting a room from them? Now we have a room. I've never gotten this card before. I don't think I have. Wow, this is crazy. Yeah. What? I'm ready to scream. We have older. This person's older than you, okay? I'm not sure they have old man in here. I don't think it really matters. We got what we came for. And then we have lover. What? This person, you staying in their house. They could be too old. They could be old and gray and wrinkly, okay? They could be like 20 years older than you, not just 10. And they're kind of like, oh no, this would be inappropriate. They wouldn't want to be with someone old like me. Like I was saying, this person has all these good qualities. They take care of you. They make sure you're good. But these thoughts, these Eight of Swords thoughts are holding them back. Like, wow, they want to be with me. I'm so much older than them. It's kind of like, why don't you just ask, huh? You will never know if you don't ask or shoot your shot, right? Jeez Louise. But we have a lover. Interesting. Or this can be someone you're kind of like fooling around with, and they're kind of like, oh, they're never going to take me seriously. I don't freaking know. Take what resonates for you guys. I'm getting a bunch of different references, but there's a lot of you that's coming through or that could be watching this reading. So take what resonates for you. Here we have cheerfulness. Look at this. We have a get together, a soiree at somebody's house, a soiree at their crib, and they're just sitting there cheering to you. Here's to you, kid, is what I'm hearing. And now we have consolation. This person is going through it. Look at him, like looking up at the angels, like, why me? He's looking for like looking for help or peace in the situation. Like, why can't I be with them? Or why can't I just own up to it? This person could have a red lamp in their house. There's a red lamp right here and a red lamp right there. I'm also hearing red room or red light special. Excuse me. What is going on? This could definitely be someone you're like hooking up with. And it's like just like hook up, slide the check, you leave. You know? Hit it, quit it, and leave. Get that head, get that bread, and you go. Right? And this person's like, I want more. Because lover, we have lover here. So it's someone you could be hooking up with right now. And they're like, I want more. And you're kind of like, you don't know that, right? Or even if you do, you may not want more, right? Secret admirers don't always have to be, the feelings don't always have to be reciprocated. You know what I mean? Let's get some cards from this deck and see what else is coming through, please, Spirit. And it's funny because as we were starting this reading, the sexuality card in this deck's at the bottom of the deck. And when I was shuffling it, the card caught my attention. And then I shuffled it and it ended up being at the bottom of the deck. So that could be important. This could definitely be someone who you are hooking up with. There could be something here about a specific room, their room, your room, or just a room you could be renting from them. Something like that. A hotel room could be something. This person could be married. You're sticking around them in the hotel room. Not the hotel motel. Guys, we're better than this. Stop it. Here we have Earth sign. That's coming out to confirm. The Ten of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay? Not the hotel motel. Please stop. I can't. I beg. Okay, what else do we need to know about who this person is? Their crush, their secret admirer, please, Spirit. Look at that crush. You could have a crush on them. Definitely, because I didn't mean to say that. This is I've done 3 other readings and it's always been secret admirer. For you, it's coming out as crush. And I didn't do the dice for you guys. Let me get that done right now after this. We have date night. This could be someone you're dating, okay? And then sexuality actually came out. So is give it time and so is gold digger. Wow, my mind is freaking blown right now, guys. What the heck? Are y'all dealing with an older guy who wants more? You're like, no, I'm just here for the sex and the money, right? And I'm not mad at you, child. I ain't mad at you and they ain't mad at you either. They love taking care of you, but it's like they could want more. Or it's just they're admiring you. Don't have to want more. I'm about to ask the cards in a second. Give me a second. What are their intentions? What do they want with you, okay? Because I could just be projecting that onto them, you know, because I always want everybody to fall in love, but that may not be what you guys want or what they even want, right? They could feel like a consolation prize as well. A consolation prize. We have gold digger. They want your money being used. So this person could want your money, but what the cards that are coming out for them is kind of like they have their own money, so maybe not. Date night, get ready to be wined and dined. This person's definitely wining and dining you. Okay. Everyone could consider you a gold digger if this is like, you know, something you are doing with an older person who has all this money. Kudos to you. Period. Send me their friend info. Let me stop. Because they always got friends, right? Let me stop. Okay. We have sexuality. Someone is still figuring themselves out. This could be someone who is still in the closet about something. Which is why there's like an air of like burden or something like that attached to this connection. Like a little bit of a burden. They could be paying you to, you know, meet their needs, right? Someone is still figuring themselves out, but that's definitely, there's an air of that energy coming through here. Maybe you're still figuring yourselves out and you don't know what you want either. And then we have give it time. Everything in divine timing, let things flow. Okay, I'll put that up there. Everything in divine time. Didn't you guys get judgment? I believe judgment came out for you guys, or I saw it, and it's like always giving fated events. So you were meant to meet this person, you were meant to be together, but right now you have to like give it a little bit more time. Divine timing. Oh, this person could be like just rich and they're not like that as attractive as other people are, and that could be where the insecurities are coming through as well. Because I'm looking at this card and how there's like a younger girl and like a husky man. And he's like, I have a pot belly and I have a dad bod. She wouldn't want me or he wouldn't want me, right? For those of you who could be like here for same-sex relationships, guy, girl, or they, them, and they, them, you know. And it's kind of like, they wouldn't want to be with me forever, but have you asked? Like, you'll never know if you don't ask. I'm trying to figure out what cards I want to pull from. For what do they want? We'll use this deck. Look, we have the Ace of Wands and we have the King of Cups coming through. And let's split the deck. Ace of Wands, King of Cups. Okay. So, yeah, they want that. The hanky-panky, if you haven't done it already. They want the hanky-panky. But it's also going to be romantic because we have the King of Cups. It's not giving wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. It's giving, I've been waiting for this for a long time. I'm going to make love to you. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have Two of Wands. So they want to explore things with you. They want to explore, and then we have the Two of Wands, and then we have the Ace of Wands. Did I say Ace of Wands the first time around? I don't remember, but we have the Ace of Wands and we have the Two of Wands. Okay, at the bottom of the deck for what are their intentions and how do they feel? Yeah, they want to put that thing on your child. 1, 2, 3. We have the Ace of Wands followed by the Two of Wands, and at the bottom of that we have Justice. They want their fair shot with you. This is very interesting reading. I wasn't expecting that it is, child. And this is also kind of giving me, not to bring them up again, but Nick and Melangia, who inspired the reading in the first place. So yeah, they can come up as much as they want. How it took time for their feelings to grow and how it took time for her to, first of all, realize this person liked her. She had no clue. And that's kind of the vibe coming through here for you guys. That aspect of the relationship is coming through where he always wanted to be with her, but she was completely clueless or completely like oblivious and was in another connection chasing after a man who didn't really care for her, love her at all, while she had this amazing guy the whole time there doing all these things for her, showing her how he felt, but she wasn't picking up what he was putting down. You know what I mean? And it took America like rooting for them so hard, everyone around them saying, do you not see the way he looks at you? Do you not see the way he does? Do you not see how he's always looking for you? He's always holding you, always laughing with you. Do you not see what we're seeing, sis? It took for America, and then it took for like them being voted off at the same time for production to put them together and say you can come back as a couple or you guys can both go home. And they said we'll come back, and they explored the connection. Nick was in heaven. That kiss they had in freaking, what do you call it, Soul Ties. You could just look that up if you don't know anything about the couple. Look up that one kiss, and that man is down bad. Like, my Queen Alondria is a black queen. She always have her lip combo on, and whenever they're kissing, he be kissing that lip combo off, and he be having all her makeup on his face. And they kissed in Soul Ties at one time, and he took half her face off with her, and she was like, oh my gosh, I got my makeup on. He's like, leave it. And I'm like, ooh. And he was sitting there like in La La Land. His eyes were just like dazed. Like, he was like, did this really happen? Like, yo. And then it wasn't until he realized she was still talking that he kind of like perked up and looked at her. But he didn't like such a slow, blinking, kind of, you know, sluggish manner. And it was like he was in heaven at that moment. Like, am I finally here after wanting her for all these years? Not years. Let me stop. After wanting her, this could be years for you, honestly. But, and for their, and since it was weeks, after wanting her for all these weeks, am I finally going to get what I want? And that's kind of what's coming through for you guys, you know? I'm finally going to have her. I finally get what I want, right? And he was dazed. Just look it up. Nick Alondria Soul Ties on TikTok. And I'm sure you'll find that video. That man was so down bad, right? Ugh. And you could, now, and it was that one video and a few others in the edit that will fully convince you those two were meant to be together, okay? And it took so many weeks for them to finally be able to get together, okay? This person could have really pretty eyes. We have Seven of Pentacles. I'm supposed to be asking what they want. Yeah. I mean, Spirit knew, because they said, I'm dazed. I'm still thinking about that kiss, child. This person just be thinking, if they have been intimate with you, this person just keeps thinking about, wow, like, this person snatched my soul, right? Ugh, God. I'm getting chills just thinking about it again. We have the Magician. They want to work things out with you. They want to fight for the connection. We have 2 sevens coming through. 2 sevens also came through in group 1. But we have 7-7. This person could be 77, shoot. Or life past 7 is important. The chariot number could be important. 7 is all about spirituality as well. It's a highly spiritual number, so it's giving spiritual connection, okay? But what do they want from you? 7 of Pentacles, to make things work, to put in the work, right? Okay? Invest, right? This person could be have money and they want to invest in your business, your company, you, right? They want to buy you things, make sure you're always good. They have that in them. They're a pleaser. And it's funny how also, like, during one video, he was like always, Nick was always doing stuff for Alandria, and someone like clocked him saying it's like a service top. And it's kind of like you show love by doing things for the person you're with. And he literally said that's what he came there for in the first episode. I'm here to take care of someone, right? And that's what he did for our queen, Miss Alandria. Okay. And that's what this person wants to do for you as well. He hates cooking, but he was always making her a bacon, egg, and cheese, right? When they had their episode with the baby, he was taking care of that baby. He was always, they worked so well together. They're just the cutest thing ever. Like, I can never get over it, right? If they don't end up together in the future, it's fine, because we had a little moment in the villa, and that's fine. But I have high hopes for them, okay? And I think this person has high hopes for this connection with you as well. We have the Magician, because they're manifesting something here. Like, okay, they're putting their woo-woo magic. Okay. I'm hearing they could be careful, guys, because I just heard I know one of the ways that people could say to get someone to be obsessed with you is like put your period blood in their pasta or something. I'm like, disgusting, okay? But I remember that's what Raven Simone wife did. She was like, yeah, I put my period blood in your pasta. And now they're married. And everyone doesn't like the wife, but Raven loves her, you know? And I don't know if it was because she did some backhanded kind of stuff, but be careful, guys, okay? This person could be really working actual magic to kind of get things moving between you guys. And then we have 7 of Wands. They want to take care of you. They want to fight for you, defend you. Like I was saying, Nick, when it was time for Landry to go home, he was like, the man is like so like giving golden retriever, but when it came to the last few episodes, he was real stoic. He was real serious when it came to anybody saying anything bad about Alandria, trying to send her home. He was like, no. He went into full protector mode when it came to their connection, okay? This person is displaying those same, you know, characteristics. When it comes to you, they don't play about you, child, okay? One more card, please, Spirit. One more card. What does their person want with them? We have the Tower in reverse. Something could have happened, okay, with you and your person. You could have had like a fight. Things could have, like, you know, deteriorated, that kind of thing, and they could have won a second chance, okay? Things could have fallen apart, right? And they want to kind of reverse that, which is kind of why it makes sense now the Justice card came out for you guys, right? No, that was group 3, sorry. They want to right their wrongs either way, because Justice came through either way, okay? At the bottom, then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It's kind of like there's something here about you removing yourself from their lives, and they're the King of Pentacles, you're the Queen of Pentacles, right? It's like this person wants you to be their counterpart, but you're in reverse right now, so it's like not happening the way they want it to. And then we have the 8 of Wands in reverse, and then we have Judgment coming through again under that. So we have Judgment. This person definitely worships the ground you walk on, okay? Like I said, it's giving goddess. They're going to be suckling your toes no matter where those toes been. Let me stop playing. They don't care if you were just walking on the ground. They sucking them toes, child. And she's the only person he ever did that to in the villa, even though he was coupled up at that point. He was like, I'm gonna suck my girl toes, and that's her, okay? During challenges is literally the only time he ever had to, you know, indulge himself with her. So he was always choosing her to kiss, to interact with, to do things with. And that's why at the end, when he was like, you know, I've always had a little crush on you. She's like, why didn't you ever tell me? He like gave her the girl, are you serious look, because he did so many things to kind of maybe show her, but she was like oblivious to it, you know, or thought it was all in good fun or whatever. But he was like, nah, sis, I was choosing you to kiss. I was choosing you in every challenge. Like, I chose you. Like, stop playing on my face, girl. Yeah, you not like you, okay? You just were oblivious to it. Say that, okay? But Queen of Pentacles, they want to make you their queen to their king, okay? I think that's all for you. Oh, the dice. Oops, sorry. Almost forgot. We have Jupiter, okay? Jupiter coming through, expansion, growing, abundance, wisdom, travel. Bruh, move. Jupiter is associated with, is it 9th or 10th house? It's Sagittarius energy, and Sag is the 9th house. So travel is coming through once again. This person could be very well traveled, okay? Or like I said, you could have met them when you were traveling. You know what it's giving me? There's a book that I read, right, years ago, where there's this guy who was like, I think it's by Gianna Darling. I think it's Evolution of Sin. It came to me real quick, right? Evolution of Sin, there's this lady who goes and travels to France, right? And she meets this guy. Then they decide to like have like a wham bam thank you ma'am for however long they're there. And then, but the connection's like so strong, so deep, they fall in love, essentially, right? And when he's leaving, it's like no questions asked. You could be married, you could be engaged, whatever. We're not going to ask any questions. And more towards the end of the book, or like when she goes back home after her vacation, she ends up finding out that he is engaged to her sister. The ghetto, I know. And they were talking about no strings attached. We don't care. Don't tell me your name, nothing. So they just met each other again. Fated events, like I said. They met each other again in the world. Cool, like it's crazy. Y'all met in France just for you to go back to, I think it was like New York, and you just see your sister's introducing her new fiance, and that's the man you've been hooking up with for the past few weeks. I'm just like, what? It's giving that. It's definitely giving that. What was what I mean to say about that? Where yeah, you're meant to be with this person. It's crazy. Like, yeah. I think I lost the plot when I was talking too much, but that is basically the vibe that was coming through in that book, where you end up like meeting someone. He's engaged is what I meant to say. Yeah, he's engaged, but she didn't know. He's engaged to be married, but they met each other and they said, you know what, on a trip, and said, that's what I was saying. You could have met them on a trip and you guys decided to have no strings attached, just to come back and find out they're married or they're engaged to someone. But that book is so good, child. Evolution of Sin, Gianna Darling. It's a series, right? There's 3 books. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It's so freaking good if you like that kind of stuff, right? Not everybody likes cheating or whatever, but the angst. There's so much angst in this connection as well. Like I said, the build up to finally being able to kiss someone you like and suck on their toes. Sleep next to them, like cuddle with them, like those things, like just okay. We have 4th house. It's funny how this kind of looks like a 4, and then we have 4 coming through here. So 1 to play house. 4th house is family, roots, settling down, homebody type of things. This person just imagining you in their home, right? A part of their life forever. Okay. We have Aries energy coming through. This person could be an Aries, right? Sun, moon, rising. Aries are known for being very bold, for acting first, thinking later, being impulsive, not being able to like not perceive, but they don't really care what the consequences until it's too late, right? So it's definitely giving this connection as well, because it keeps coming through, child. We have Mars, Aries coming through again, okay? Aries is also 1st house energy, so ego could be big here, or who you are as people could be big as well. Who you are as people could be a big thing as well. We have 1st house. Wow. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. 1st house is here. Yeah. I was like, 1st house is also Aries. 1st house already came out. So your personalities can mesh really well, or you guys have the same personality, okay? Or opposite personalities, because opposites attract, okay? Here's something, there could be something artistic. I do believe the lady in the book, Evolution of Sin, was like a painter. And I'm hearing that song by, not Nina Simone, what am I saying? Nora Jones. If I were a painter, I would paint a reverie. If that's the only way for you to be with me. So person is like just thinking about being with you. This is like very much giving yearning and angst, and we can't be together, but I want them still so bad. So ghetto. Okay, we have Pisces energy as well coming through, which is 12th house. This could be taboo, things that are kept hidden, dream world. This person could be dreaming about you. This could be someone from your past. Like I said, with the Tower card coming out in reverse, that could be an aspect of their connection, like being torn apart. And this person's like, I still want to be with you. I still think about you. I still want you, right? And of course, if this is a secret admirer reading, so they may never come forward and say anything, right? They may never say anything, but they're admiring you from afar, okay? Yeah. They could be a father. They could have been married. Could have been divorced. They could be Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They could be wanting to come back into your life. They're definitely heavily manifesting you or thinking about you at least. And the things we think about and fixate on, we tend to manifest. So if they're thinking about you a lot, they're manifesting you back, okay? This person could be an artist, or you could be an artist, right? There could be some forbidden nature here, taboo, that kept coming through. The age gap is heavy on this one, child. And it's kind of like, do I even want to be with them? Do they even want to be with me? Like that kind of vibe. Ugh, very ghetto. But yeah, Pisces energy is giving that energy, like dreamy. This is not really real. It's all in my head. Fantasy. I want it to be real, but it really isn't. That kind of thing. Yeah. That's all that I have for y'all, because I could be in this energy forever. It's very forbidden. It's very juicy. Let me know if it resonated, please, child. I didn't intend for it to be so long, but here we are, okay? There's history here. This is the longest one so far, I believe. Your reading was the longest one, I think. So it's like history here. Like I said, a long time coming, or long time going, long time, you know, you've been with this person, or you've been in each other's lives, whatever it is. Okay, I've spoken enough. I did 4 readings in one sitting in one day. I'm tired. I want to go home now. I'm tired. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye.